Touch to get there. Right.
Is that right? Watch that lap, baby. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Let's box. Let's box. Nice. Beautiful. B3 Pick CV, we back again. Man, y'all punch the like button, follow the channel, help the channel grow. We definitely working. God is great, and we straight. Listen, we got Angie Baby in here. Shout out to our beautiful members. I appreciate the love and support. Man, we grinding. We hustling. Angie Baby, you see we out here, we working. We outside working. We outside working. Bruce Gas in here. What's happening, Bruce? Man, we got great news. If you didn't know, now you know. I don't got my sound bites right now. If you didn't know, now you know. Shout out to my brother Juan Claudio. Make sure y'all follow Just Ask Juan. Also, shout out to the good brother Bruce Gas. Follow Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. Salute, Bruce. I'm about to switch phones real quick. I'm gonna switch over phones, and cause this one has more juice on it, and we're gonna put in that. We about to put in this work. We're gonna put in this word today. Yeah. If you didn't know, now you know. If you didn't know, now you know. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Hold my audio coming through clear. Angie Baby said cheesecake is nasty. You wildin', Angie Baby. I had me some like a Oreo type cheesecake last night on point. Banging. Banging. Maybe you need it in the right setting, Angie Baby. Maybe you need somebody to feed it to you in the right way. Maybe that's just what it is. Maybe somebody got to feed it to you. Yo, watch this though. Yo, it's lit. It's going down. It's going down. Devin Haney agreed to the 144-pound catch weight. Hold on. I'ma say it again.
Shut the fuck. Shut. Did I say no? Oh shit. Say it again. Say something else. Oh. Say something else. Say something else, nigga.
These is no games. Talk about standing on your square. Talk about letting them know. Listen, we don't care about no 147, no 146, no 145, no 144. He said, if I go to 144, is we fighting? I'll be fighting. Brother said yes. 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 One. He agreed. Devin not gonna put himself out there. See, Devin is big business. He's not a peewee. He's not a peewee. Devin is no peewee. Devin is about standing on business. Everybody's not like Devin. These guys ain't doing what Devin doing. Just that simple. Devin said, if I go to 144, do we have a fight? Shakur said yes. They gonna line it up. Did you see the tweet beforehand with what Shakur was like? 144 is fair, and a champion from two different weight classes. You know they should be able to agree. It's only right if they since they both at different weight classes. That's what Shakur was talking about before that. Devin was like, I ain't trying to hear all that bull. Can we line it up at 144? Shakur said yes. Done deal. Done deal. He don't want to hear no more talking. He want to hear some walking. Shout out to my brother Juan Claudio putting up just as Juan. Talk to me about this, Juan. Break this down. Marky Dan pulling up. Marky Dan in the room. We about to get
You're
to it. We about to get to it. The guys is here. Juan, talk about the. Hold on, Marky. I need Marky to do it because no nobody do it better than Mark. Mark, can you hear us?
yeses.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Marky, bring Juan in the right way. Devin Haney, talk about the unmitigated gall. Only the way you can do it, Mark. Break it down. What did you see from Devin Haney dropping his
Nuts.
and letting them know 144, line it up. Break it down, Mark, and bring Juan in.
Well, let me just say this. I'm disgusted by Shakur Stevenson and his lack of nuts. Just a lack of nuts. And he's always shown a lack of nuts. He'll always go for the easy hanging fruit, the guys like a Teofimo Lopez, who he knows he can move up there and beat. But when he had the opportunity to fight Devin Haney at 135,
Mm,
where was his nuts there? And now he don't have the nuts. I mean, he liked to compare himself to the guys like Hagler, like Leonard, like Floyd, and them kind of dudes. But he don't have the nuts to move up to 147 and
mm,
challenge somebody. Why you got to drag this dude down to 144? That's my question. Now, on Devin Haney's side, listen, I don't want to hear any excuses, brother. And I don't think we are going to hear any excuses out of Devin Haney if he were to lose. And
mm,
it says to me one or two things. Either one, Devin Haney is really asked out of options at 147. The Jack Catterall fight. They're saying Jack Catterall and Rolly Romero are gonna fight. Paro and I
Crocker,
forget
they were the 24th of June, I believe.
exactly. Ryan Garcia and Connor Ban, they lined up. So
September
it's not
12th.
re
Yep.
yeah. Keyshawn Davis, I'm hearing Keyshawn Davis and Brian Norman are gonna fight next. So there's not really many options out there for Devin Haney. So that tells me Devin Haney is desperate not to be out of the ring for an entire year.
Mm,
And willing to acquiesce to moving down to 144 since Shakur Stevenson doesn't have the nuts to move up to 147 like those greats from the past. And that's
mm,
that's really what I think of this situation. I think it's a nutless display on the part of Shakur Stevenson,
mm.
a Puerto Rican just like Green Banana Juan up here in the right hand corner. I think it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Wow. Wow. Juan, my brother Juan, appreciate my brothers being at work. We definitely working. Juan, come in on that, Juan, if you
But
can.
but one more thing. At the same time, if the fight does happen, I'm not gonna say nothing about the weight. Devin Haney has made it his decision.
Yeah.
No, no, no,
If
no,
they
no,
make the
no,
fight,
no,
I'm
no,
not gonna
no,
say
no,
nothing.
no, 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 no. We're not gonna backtrack here.
No, I ain't backtracking. I ain't
So so
backtracking.
so when Floyd did it to Canelo, it's okay, right? It's cool. It's cool, right? It's cool, right? It's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Talk to
Canelo.
Canelo
him, Juan.
Canelo was a young 20-year-old
Just
at
saying.
155.
He
I'm
wanted
just
that
saying.
payday. Hold on,
That's
let me run this
different.
clip. Let me run this clip.
Yeah.
Let me run this clip.
First, beat somebody first yourself.
Canelo was a young 21-year-old kid at 154.
My
Was
fault.
weighing at like I think he was about one. They said Canelo came in that ring 170 on the night. This kid Shakur Stevenson, from all of the stuff I'm hearing, he's walking around at 160. Juan of Puerto Rico. What's
That's
wrong
all
with
I'm
him
saying.
moving up to
First
47?
of all, 160 is
Yeah.
crazy. You could tell he's not no damn 160.
I'm just
I can
telling you
tell
the
you right now.
reports. I'm just
You
telling
Listen,
you the
man.
can you
reports.
couldn't tell you couldn't tell against Basado Shockey Foster.
Yeah, you could
Free,
definitely tell.
how big did Shakur look standing beside Shockey Foster?
In height,
He
yes.
look.
In height,
Come on,
in
Juan.
height, yeah. In height,
In mass,
yes.
how did he look
Brother,
next to Tio?
next Teal's small. Teal's
Oh
a
my
small 140. What
goodness.
we gonna talk about? Come on, brother. We're not doing this. Come on. We're
You
definitely not doing
defending
this.
nutless
Being
behavior. That's
honest.
all I'm hearing,
We're not
Juan of
doing this.
Puerto Rico.
We're not doing this. Hold on. Because when Dev was doing it at 135, nobody wanted to point it out. Simple as that. Let's
Mauricio
move on.
pointed it
Dale
out.
was dragging dudes
Suleiman.
down to 132. Dale was dragging dudes down to 132.
Who? He was dragging dudes down to 135. He was dragging these killing himself weight bullying. Come on now, let's really do it. Let's really be doing this.
Here
If
we go. Now
if
we gotta talk about 12
That's a
pounds
false
ago. Come
dichotomy.
on,
But go ahead,
Juan.
Juan. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you cook and
come on now,
and,
let's
and hang
let's let's
yourself
really
with
be
that
real.
rope. Go ahead.
Let's really be real. Come on now. One thing for a 3 pound difference, bro. You just fought not even a fight ago, not even 2 fights ago at 144 against Jose Ramirez. So I don't want to hear it. You agreed to this. You agreed to that. You did that. That's your fault. If you agree to it and then you lose, I don't want to hear an excuse after that. That's your fault. That's your fault, bro. That ain't no excuse to that. What are we talking about? 144. You just fought that. Not
No
a fight ago.
excuses, Juan.
Not even a fight ago. You just fought that at 144. Not just a fight ago. Did you do we not forget that?
No, I agree, Juan of Puerto Rico. If he take the fight, it's gonna be no
That's on
excuses because
him.
he did that.
That's
He
on
did
him.
that.
That's
He
on him.
no right. He did that. He did
That's
that.
on. I
I'm
don't want
just
because
talking about
I,
Shakur
and
Stevenson. Why
okay,
doesn't he
again,
have the nuts to move up there?
brother, he's been saying it since he beat you that he wasn't even sure that he was gonna move up. He wasn't even sure what he was gonna do. They was talking about Moyo retired, him going back down to fight Moyo retired right after that. What are we talking
But
about?
if he's
Let's
supposed
really
to
be
be a
real.
Bud Crawford, if
Raymond and
he's
Raymond's
supposed,
dad just came by and said Shakur ducked that fight.
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
I heard that.
yeah.
I heard that. That was funny.
But if Shakur Stevens is supposed to be a Bud Crawford disciple, Juan of Puerto Rico, where's the nuts?
Man,
Why can't
listen,
he move up to 147?
listen, man. It doesn't matter. The fight's happen
It do
anyway.
no, it do matter. I'm just
How
talking
how does
about
that matter?
Shakur.
How does that matter?
I ain't
How does
even
that matter?
talking.
All he got,
I
all
ain't
his
even talking about the fight itself.
the
One of Puerto
fights,
Rico. That is
the
what it
fight don't,
is.
the fight is already. If that you, we don't know the speculation today. All he's got to do is make 144. He can weigh
I'm
in on
just
whatever he
saying.
wants
So
after that.
Is Shakur gonna be like Canelo and create his own weight class? Is it gonna be 144 Shakur? Is that what we're gonna be calling him from now on?
How's that? Hold on. Canelo did that one time against somebody that was already fighting at
Hell
170.
nah.
Yes, he did. Yes, he
No,
did.
you talking
Yes,
about the 155 weight class market. I
the
think
Exactly.
one,
Canelo fought at
the one.
155 a couple
Okay.
times.
So the 155 one time against Amir, and the 168, not even 160. I think it was 167 against Chavez. That was it. Against two dudes, we knew that either way he was still gonna put out.
I think he fought Cotto at 155. Matter of
No, he
fact.
fought. He fought Cotto at 154, and it was technically a middleweight division. It was technically a middleweight, and in the case maybe
No,
Cotto speculated for that. That wasn't him. Cotto
they
was the
fought. They
ASAP.
fought for Cotto's belt. Cotto's belt.
So that's exactly. So what are we talking about? Come on. Is this? Hold on.
Canelo fought Lara at 155. He fought James Kirkland at 155. He fought
But
Cotto at
but Maki,
155. He
Maki,
fought
Maki,
Khan.
Maki, Maki, Maki,
Nutless.
the Maki, the one person that has fought at 144 pounds already is Devin Haney, not Shakur. So is Devin making 144 a weight
That's
division?
him. That's him. Thank you.
Well,
Simple as that, bro.
He fought at 150. He fought at 145. But
No,
listen
he
for the
fought
what
He fought
44,
at
brother. He fought
144.
listen for the
44,
yo.
brother. What are we talking about?
Now let
Come
me
Listen
on.
just
for the
He
for
yo.
the
fought.
record,
He fought.
Canelo fought 5 fights after Floyd at 155.
That's what I
Alfredo
said.
Angulo,
Uh-huh.
Erislandy Lara, James
Uh-huh.
Kirkland,
Uh-huh.
Miguel Cotto, Amir
Uh-huh.
Khan.
Yes, sir.
And then he fought Liam Smith at 154. Both of them made 154 super welterweight. Now let me pull up Devin. I thought it was 143, but let me just pull up Devin.
He fought at 140. He fought at that was a catchweight of 144 for Jose Ramirez. It was a catchweight of
I think it was
144.
145.
For Jose
I don't
Ramirez,
care
is
what
what
you,
it
I don't
was
care what you
140.
think.
It
I'm
was
telling you what it was.
144 because I believe because one of them, I think Devin weighed in 143 and 3/4, and Jose Ramirez weighed in at 143. So
Yeah, it was
But
a
yes,
Come on.
listen,
catchweight
it's
of
like I
so
And
this
it's
will
and
be
like
this
his
I
and
second
listen,
said.
catchweight fight.
and this has been happening
Listen,
since the
listen,
beginning
listen.
of
It's
time,
like
bro.
I
What are we
said.
talking
I
about?
got no problem. I got no problem. If
You're the
Devin
one
Haney
talking about
decide
no
he want to
nuts,
do it,
brother. He's the one who's
no, no,
stepping
no,
in to
no,
fight
no,
with
no,
him.
no, no, no. I ain't even talking about the Haney versus Shakur fight.
AB.
It's cool. I'm talking about why is Shakur gonna make 144 his new plot? Is that where he's
How's that?
gonna fight all
How
these weak
How
how's
was he
ass?
how's
making
hold on.
that
No.
his new class? He only fought there. He's not even. He hasn't even fought there once.
They haven't even agreed to the fight. What are we talking about?
I'm
He's
saying
they're
if he
agreeing it
win the
over
fight,
tick. But hold on,
is
hold
he
on.
gonna
Let's
defend it at
hold on. Hold
44?
on, hold on, Marty. Let's stop this right here. This new age of boxing is starting to piss me weed off. First of all, these guys are all Twitter fingers. The all Twitter fingers.
You
All
don't
right,
like facts.
no, these all Twitter fingers. Stop it. All right,
Uh,
because they said it on
The,
the
the,
internet doesn't
the
mean it's
thing
gonna
is,
actually happen. Doesn't mean
I'm about to
nothing.
say the thing is, Devin never said he will fight him at 144. He said, so what you said, if I come down to
Hmm.
144, we got to fight. And Shakur said yes. Devin didn't say, okay, then we got to fight. He just asked the question.
Simple. It's not.
He
Mm.
never
It's
he
not.
never said,
It's not
okay, we
rocket
got to
science.
fight.
Kevin,
And
but
That's the
this is
question.
that just
this is not
exposes the
the
lack of
rocket
Shakur
science is
Stevenson's
this.
nuts even more.
It's not. How? He said let's fight at 140. He's the one who said that.
Nothing.
What are we talking about, man?
So
Come on.
these guys don't have the nuts because they won't do this, they won't do that. You don't got the nuts because you ain't boxing. You sit on the damn on YouTube channel and talk about what guys doing that you can't do. Stop talking to us about
First
else
off, he's talking
when you
about
ain't got nothing.
hey,
nuts.
hey, I'm talking about in comparison to other fighters. That's first of
You
All
all.
right.
talking
All
about
right.
another man nuts when you ain't got none.
All I can tell you, sir, is that he's gay.
Hey, hey, yo,
Yeah, you
pause.
talk
First,
now. You talking about my nuts, really? Oh, that's
hey, hey,
crazy.
hey, hey, yo, pause. First of all,
Hey,
all right.
hey, hold on. Let's bring AB in on this real quick, y'all. Y'all, it's a big day. Now let me just clear this up. They having discussions behind the scenes about making a Shakur versus Devin. Now, the everything was been held up about the weight. Devin wants Shakur to be the 147 limit. Shakur saying I'm really a 135, but I'll fight you at 144. Jay Prince was on the line with Bill saying we'll capitulate pretty much the 9 pounds. 9 pounds, 135 to 144. Cool. So Devin put it out there. He said, listen, if I come to 144, do we have a fight? Shakur said yes. So now we just need the business
That's
behind the scenes to line up. AB in here, Jai in here. We got a full house in here. Let's work. Appreciate all the members, supporters of the panel, supporters of the channel. Let's go. AB, get in on this, man. What's your thoughts about Devin agreeing and Keyshawn being pissed off, the fans being pissed off that Devin decided to say he'll go to 144? Break it down.
Speak the facts, AB.
I'm just like everybody else. I've been saying that Devin Haney and Shakur was the same size. So Devin saying that he cool with making 144. Shakur saying he cool going up to 144. They both making a sacrifice. So I don't got no problem with it. I think the fight that's pretty much fair on both sides. If they both saying it's all right, I don't see why everybody else got an issue. And honestly, I kind of been picking up on the way Shakur been selling his fights. And what I'm seeing is it's like a method because this is not the first time Keyshawn got his fight taken by Shakur Stevenson with the and it kind of worked both ways because I remember Shakur went on the radio saying that he was gonna beat what was that champ that had beat Navarrete?
Baranchik?
Uh yeah, Baranchik. Shakur was saying that he was gonna beat Baranchik. Keyshawn Davis ended up taking that fight. Keyshawn was saying that he wanted to fight Teofimo. Shakur ended up taking that fight. So it seemed like they just been taking turns with like looking for certain guys and basically been teaming up against the guy and one of them fight him. And this seemed like the same case for real, for real. So I feel like all in all, everything falling how it's supposed to be falling. Keyshawn might fight Brian Norman, the fight that we was just talking about like last week. So everything seemed pretty good to me. I don't see what the problem is.
I don't think it's no problem. I feel like people are upset with Shakur for stealing Keyshawn fights. Keyshawn is upset that Devin is going to drop 144. As boxing fans, if we either fight, we good. As long as we get Devin versus Keyshawn or Devin versus Shakur, we good either way. Let me bring in Ja. Break that down, Ja. Devin said forget all the BS. Devin decided, you know what? We gonna line it up at 144. I don't want to hear no more talking, no more excuses. Put that bag up. Devin gonna line it up. Break. What's your position on it, Ja? Talk to us.
Um, as far as like Shakur stealing Keyshawn fights, I don't know. Like if that's hopefully he not like, but it don't look good. But as far as Devin saying he'll fight him at 144, I think he just calling Shakur bluff. Like, 'cause they could have fought for undisputed before Devin moved out of 135, and Devin he called his bluff then. And they didn't make the fight. That would have been like all the reason to fight for undisputed. He could have did
Yeah,
that. And I think he not trying to fight him at 144. But since that's what they said, that been like, all right, let's do it then. And that way,
yeah.
then they could expose Shakur that he was bluffing about fighting him at 144 too.
Now, Ja, just so you notice, I don't know if you've seen this. Keyshawn just went online. He had a full rant, but he told Shakur they gotta line it up. They gotta spar on kick because he didn't took another fight.
Oh man.
He didn't took the
Nah, I ain't
Tiafimo
see
fight.
that one.
Yeah, he moved up to 140 and took the Tio fight, and then he moved up to now he about to bring Devin down to 144, and they're gonna
But
make a
that's his
catchweight.
brother.
So
You
yeah,
think the
so
brother
Keyshawn
brother
Oh,
boys
did,
gonna fight?
yeah. So Keyshawn did just make that video.
uh,
Smoke in here, Smoke. Man, y'all gotta make sure y'all following Smoke. Follow Smoke Session. Follow D Free. Follow Marky Dan Democracy 101. Hey, listen. Follow Just Ask One. Follow my brother Ja too. Ja got his channel. Y'all, we building. Smoke, man. Smoke in here. Talk to us, Smoke. Jumping on this conversation. They listen. Do you feel? Are you on the side? What side are you on, Smoke? Do you feel like Devin should not have conceded, or do you feel like Devin is being, just really about that money, about getting to it? He said, "Listen, this the legacy fight. I want that big man, that big money fight. He gonna make the weight. Where you land on it, Smoke?
I just finished saying this shit. I just finished my live.
Watch the cussing.
The man just took on the tag team of boxing. See why y'all laughing?
The
Because y'all
brother
know,
boys.
right? He just took on the tag team of boxing. He just took on the DX. He took on Shawn Michaels and Triple H, right?
Yeah, the Hardy Boys.
The
How?
Usos.
Listen, wherever tag team you like the best, that's who he taking on right now.
He took on the Shield.
Yeah,
And
Yo, I can add something.
yeah, real quick, like let me just I just want to say this that he
man,
took on the
salute.
tag team of boxing,
Yeah,
and if let's not forget all the podcasts that Shakur went on earlier on this year and last year and everything he said and all of that. He wanted 144 way back then. It kind of disappeared because Devin was like, "Who is you to ask me for 144? I'm at 147." But now, if you can see the play and you can look through all of the whether you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
politics, and you see that Keyshawn was a pawn in this all it took one respond. 144 good for you? Yeah. Really? And it was on Keyshawn's post. And all of a sudden, you hear Keyshawn about to fight Brian Norman Jr. Oh, so you on the undercard already? Tag team of boxing.
The brother boys.
They bluffing though. Shakur not trying to fight at 144.
You don't
That's
think so?
And he out there. He out there now. Ja, I don't think he can backtrack on that. Jump in, AB.
he going
Now,
back
what
to
I was
back.
gonna say was, now that I'm thinking about it, I low key feel like Shakur was playing us. Shakur and Devin was playing us this whole time because I recently seen a couple interviews with everybody saying that they've been in negotiations, and Shakur was acting like he don't know what they was talking about, and all of a sudden, and mind you, in the negotiations, they was saying that the problem was the whole weight situation, right? Everybody around Shakur been saying that they've been talking, but Shakur was the only person that was saying they not talking. I really feel like this is like a play. They been knew they was finna fight each other, and they
I
probably was
see what
waiting
you're
on the
saying.
announcement. But I feel like it started getting to the point where people just was like, all right, bump it, we ain't gonna get it, and that's when they was like, all right, we gotta kind of heat it up again. So now they had to throw that out there, and I feel like during the next few announcements for the signings and all that, that's when they gonna announce that fight.
Yeah.
Kind of like how they did Hitchens and Berlanga.
I can see that. Let me ask you this. Jump in. Who think that the weight is gonna matter? Like Devin going to 144. Do y'all feel like that's gonna make a difference in the outcome of the fight?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I think Devin shouldn't go down and wait no more.
Mm. Mm.
But if
They
I
said once
think
you go up, you don't go back
they
down.
not gonna fight, yo. They not fighting at 144, yo. They bluffing like they supposed to have fought. They supposed to have
Man, they
set up
gonna
a
fight.
fight.
They
They
gotta
not.
fight.
They bluffing. They bluffing.
Nah, I don't think
I
so. It's
mean,
too
they
much money on that fight.
I want
Yeah,
them
it
to
is.
fight, but I'm gonna call it like you see it. They bluffing. Shakur ain't
Nah,
trying to fight.
and
Shakur ain't fight.
Shakur for real ain't even still that fight from Keyshawn. Keyshawn, he was like an afterthought. That fight been in the making. So him saying that he stole that fight is crazy. He's supposed to be fighting people like Brian
Nah, he
Norman,
stole that
Hitchens.
fight. Cause look,
How he stole that fight? That fight, Keyshawn was
look,
never in the mix. He
cause
was
cause
never in the mix.
Shakur was just talking about he trying to fight at 135. He at
Nah, that's cool.
135. Yeah,
What I'm
yo.
saying though, it was a point where they was all in the same division, and everybody wanted to see that fight.
Yeah, but he still stole the fight because he wasn't even worried about fighting Devin until Keyshawn he moved up. He moving up to 147, and he mandatory for Devin. And now he
Listen,
want to talk about fighting Devin now. That's
listen.
dirty, yo. That's dirty.
When they was at 35, everybody was talking about Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, and
before
Shakur
King.
Stevenson.
Before King.
They was never talking about no Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis currently, right now, to this day, got like 15 fights. At that
But
time, he probably had 7,
that's
6
true. But
maybe.
that don't. But that don't
He
got
was
nothing to
never in
do
the
with
mix,
now,
bro.
though.
He was never in the
He in the
mix.
mix. He in the mix now.
Yeah,
And then like
now.
at 135, Shakur didn't fight Devin when he had the chance to fight him for undisputed. And
Okay, now I'm gonna give you.
he
I'm gonna
not
give
even
you.
trying. Now he not even trying to fight him for a belt at
Okay.
147.
Now listen, I'm gonna give you a good example, right? That's like saying let's just say let's just say the Crawford and Spence fight never happened, right? That's like saying, oh, Boots stole the fight from Spence, or Boots stole the fight from Crawford because they about to fight. That don't make sense because
Nah,
that
that ain't the
fight.
same.
Yes, it is, because you want to tell you
That ain't
why
the same.
the Spence and Bud fight been in the talks, but Boots came out of nowhere. And that's when it
Boots
started. Oh, I want to see that fight. It's
Boots
like,
stepped
nah, just
aside.
because.
Boots stepped aside for that fight though.
No, nah, he couldn't. He had no choice but to be in the background. He
He
younger
ain't
than him.
had no choice. He could have tried to campaign and force his way to fight Earl.
You can't. Earl only was doing that one fight. He said, "I'm
He
only
didn't.
staying at
He
this
didn't
weight for
try
this
though.
person."
He ain't had to though. He could have tried, but he didn't even try to do that. But like this different, yo. Shakur
It's
and the
the same
brother ain't
situation.
none of them ain't got no brotherhood like Crawford and Boots and
Nah, but you
Earl.
missing my point.
Brother,
The
brother.
point was
It's
is
a
the
big
build up.
difference.
No, it's
No,
not. The point is the build up. The build up between um Shakur and Devin Haney has been in the works for years, just like Spence and Bud has
that's
been built up for
the build
years.
up is true
Boost,
though, but like
Boost is in the same was in the same position as Keyshawn, to where he was a background player, but he was just a name that was thrown out in the mix. And as of right now, he had to get pushed back to the side because for real, he was thrown in the front. And now they like, hold up, we gonna have to make this fight happen because it's supposed to been happen.
yeah, but like the difference between that is like it's only an opportunist what I see in Shakur. Like it just campaigning for attention to keep your name relevant. I don't think he actually gonna fight Devin at 144. And I feel like the only reason like now that they try and fight, for one reason it's like no cap, like cause I feel like cause I said that the fight is time, it's now for them to make it. Like I'm a huge boxing fan. Like I want them to fight now though. Low key, like Shakur and Devin. I want them to fight now while Tank unavailable. I feel like that's a good fight to have. But they just bluffing, they just trying to see who gonna react to them talking about fighting. And then Shakur brotherhood with Keyshawn means something in this situation. Like him saying he was going to drop his belt at 140 and he was bluffing on that, that means something. And Keyshawn was trying to fight Tio then. Then Keyshawn announced prior to Shakur and Devin talking about fighting each other, like, seriously now, like, I'm moving up to 147. I want to fight Devin. He talked to Bill. They was supposed to make the fight happen. See what's happening is I feel like Devin and Bill, they threw a wrench at Shakur because they like, all right, when they talking about negotiating with Keyshawn, they like, well, we will fight you, we can fight Shakur too. And that way it put Shakur on the spot to see if he bluffing about. First of all, he bluffing about he not gonna move up to 147 and fight none of them at a catch weight. That was a bluff. And then when Jay Prince said we'll fight you at 144, and we'd take most of the pounds and you only got like drop like 3 pounds or whatever, that was a bluff. And that's why Bill used Keyshawn to call Shakur out on his bluff. And we gonna see. Either way, like if he don't fight Devin, I could say that I was right about it, but I'd rather him fight Devin. But I agree with you, like the build up been happening, but this they didn't he didn't have to take this time to try to fight Devin. It was like trying to steal the spotlight from Keyshawn, like Keyshawn trying to get his opportunity. He just fought and with Albright. Devin and Shakur was using that fight to keep their name relevant, and they ain't even trying to really make a fight with nobody. And then Keyshawn try to move up, like he gotta take these chances to move up. So he trying to fight Devin. He like, I'm gonna move up to 147. And then he Devin mandatory. And it'd be smarter if 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 Keyshawn fight Devin first, it'd be smarter for Shakur. But I just think he just like honestly just using this to keep his name relevant. I feel like that'd be more important to them than actually fighting and winning, is like people just talking about him.
But they
But
said the same thing with the Brian Norman fight. Remember that? And then the fight ended up happening.
what, that they wasn't gonna fight Brian Norman and Devin? I don't
Yeah,
remember
you
that
remember they was
saying
saying.
that.
Yeah, you remember they was saying that they was that I think Sean Porter said it. Tim Bradley said it. Everybody was saying that they don't believe Devin Haney gonna take the fight. They think he trying to get out of the fight because the whole drug testing thing. And then guess what? Devin Haney ended up dropping him in the
Nah,
fight and ended
that's
up beating up on
Devin
him.
though. I'm saying Shakur
So,
ain't gonna take the fight.
but
I
Shakur
think
got to
Devin
take the
will
fight.
do. He don't got
Shakur
why
gonna
he
take
got
it.
to.
I don't
Why he got
because he
to.
put it out there. Once he put it
And
out
then
there,
what's
and
this
Devin Haney's
144? What's this 144 stuff like?
At the end of the day, listen. Once
So
you
let
go
me
over
say
that
the
140,
144. Let me jump in real quick, AB. The 144 is essentially what Devin fought Jose Ramirez at. So now everybody's like, okay, well, that's a loophole for Shakur and Jay Prince to bring Devin down 3 pounds.
Jose Ramirez.
Yeah,
yeah, that
when
was
Why
his
is we
first fight
still
at
talking about
147.
that? Why is we still talking about that fight, yeah?
that's it's
He j-
because that Shakur hasn't fought outside of 140. So
so what, yo? I'm tired of
that's
Shakur
that's
being
not.
spoiled, yo. Oh my
But look
god.
though, but you want me to tell you something though? It is fair because like, and I've been saying it for the longest. They the same size. So if Shakur can go make 144, Devin Haney can go make 144 right now. Devin Haney is at the age where he stopped growing. Shakur is at the age where he stopped growing. Shakur older than Devin Haney. So it's fair to me.
They not the same size though. Devin a
They the
little
exact
bigger.
same size. They the exact same size. It's just that Devin Haney a lot more muscular than Shakur is. Shakur is a little bit more softer around the body. Pause.
And he taller. He
Yeah, it
taller
was a
and
hard
longer than
loss.
Barely. He
Shakur
barely
too.
taller than him. Barely.
I mean, like I said,
He
I saw
bigger though.
reports saying Shakur was about 160 at that Osaki
175 plus,
Ford
bro.
fight. Okay,
175
that's a
plus.
bit much. That's a bit much for
No,
him.
how is it a bit much?
Shakur not that big.
It's literally a picture of Shakur in the gym in the ring taking a mirror picture saying 175 pounds. So that tells me that that day he was in that gym, he was weighing 175 pounds. Why you thinking all the interviews where they
Well,
asked him how much you walk around at? He said, I can't tell you that because he know damn well as a grown 27, 28-year-old, he's not walking around no 160, no 165, no 150. He's definitely walking around 175.
Nah.
what I say is,
He's an athlete. Do
uh,
y'all not know that
If
these
he
dudes be
walking
working out?
around, if he walking
what
around at 160, that's soaking wet. Like he ain't that damn
Bro,
big.
what
y'all
I'll
gotta
say is,
stop, bro. These dudes
what
is grown men,
I'm telling you,
what
yo,
I'll say
he
Nah,
not
is,
because
that
athletes.
what
big.
I'll say is,
even if you think about it, right? If you think about it, look how big. Like if y'all have never seen how big really actually like Canelo Alvarez is. Canelo Alvarez is
It'd be
not even
funny to
tall.
say that,
He's not
but I
he's
ain't
not
going.
tall. He's not tall at all. So when you look at him, he's 5'9", maybe that's me giving him the maybe. He's
but
five
he
nine, but
built
he's
like a
walking around.
brick, Juan of
He's
Puerto
built like a
Rico.
brick. He's built like a brick. And look at Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford walked
Thank
around
you.
at 190.
Thank you. Because guess what? The weight evens out. If you look at them dudes' legs and they
No,
thighs,
man.
bro, pause, bro, them dudes is
All
not,
right, bro.
bro, them dudes is not little, bro. Like if you look at Tank, he got little legs. So he walk around like 160, 170. Same as them.
No,
Look
Tank
at
is
he
a
look.
big
don't.
dude,
Matter
No,
of fact,
bro.
he don't,
matter of
He
fact,
not
yo.
little. These dudes,
170 is crazy, yo.
how
Like
he's
nah,
I'm
30
saying,
years
bro.
old,
like
bro. These dudes
listen,
is damn
listen,
near 30 years old,
For
bro.
Tank
That's not
listen,
Davis,
crazy.
for
listen,
Tank
yo,
Davis,
listen.
I don't think so.
As
But
a
that's just
Bro,
fighter,
me.
these
like look,
how,
as a
bro.
fighter, like listen though, as a fighter, like I'm used to making weight. Like my whole life, I've been really making weight. Like just recently when I stopped fighting, I ain't had to worry about making weight. Yo, they not no 170, yo. That's
Yes, they
Nah,
incredible.
are,
That's
bro. They
ja,
are,
nah, ja, you,
bro. They are athletes, bro. They
ja,
are
ja,
grown
you gotta,
men. Them dudes
ja,
are 30
ja,
years
you gotta
old.
yeah.
remember, ja, you gotta remember.
It would be fun to say that about Shakur, like, yo,
Nah,
he 175. But
listen,
yo,
ja,
that's not true, yo. He not no
All right, bro. All
175.
right, bro.
160 at the most, soaking wet.
No, bro. You're
nah,
not
bro,
being realistic, bro. You're not
nah,
being
bro,
realistic.
nah, you're not being because you gotta remember. You had one pro fight, right? Ja, you had no, Ja. Listen, seriously, you had one
Yeah,
pro fight, and you
yo.
had how many amateur fights you had?
I've been fighting since I was 6.
How many amateur fights you had?
I don't know, like 100 something, maybe
Okay, so
200.
that you were walking around on weight. And I understand that you would walk around on weight because every other month or every other week there was a fight. You could have
I'm bigger than like probably Devin, probably the only one out of them. And right
no,
now
yo,
my weight low because of like certain health stuff, but like I'm bigger than Tank and Shakur. I don't even walk around at
and
160,
I
yo.
get
I don't
it,
walk around at 160. I'm bigger than them.
and I get it. Listen,
Bro,
you're not understanding. These guys
They
are
don't
grown
walk
men.
around at no 175, yo.
yes, they
Y'all
Nah,
do,
tripping.
bro.
Y'all
They
tripping,
do.
yo. Y'all
They
tripping with
do.
that.
They do.
No, yo,
Uh,
and they short, yo. The short ones, they be
Bro, I got a
compact.
question. So what weight
They
do you
muscles
think
be compact, yo.
so what
That's why
weight do
they
you
be
think Conor
looking
Ben
so
walk around?
like
What
bulky.
weight do you think Conor Ben walk around?
nah, he don't want no
I
150.
don't know
He's bigger than
about
that.
Carter Ben. I'm
No, I'm
saying
just
for
asking. Take a
sure.
guess. Take a guess.
I'm
Take a
saying
guess.
for sure. All right,
No,
I
just
take
take a
guess
guess.
at the listen though. For sure, I know I'm bigger than Tank and Shakur naturally, like
Bro,
my
just tell me
body.
how much you think
They
Conor Ben
don't
weight.
walk around at no 175, yeah.
How much do you think Conor
matter of
No,
Ben
they
weight?
don't.
AB, hold on,
No,
hold
they
on, hold on, hold
don't.
on, hold on, AB, hold on,
155. I think they walk around at like 155 when
hold
they
on,
Oh
hold on,
eat.
my
when they
gosh.
hold
ate.
on,
Oh my
hold
God.
on,
When they
hold on,
Bro,
eat
hold
you
and
on,
can
they
hold on,
go.
drink.
Bro, when hey listen,
hold on.
listen. When Tate was fighting at 130, he was walking around 180. So what y'all talking about?
Y'all
Hold on.
geeking.
AB,
Y'all
hold on. Give
geeking.
me a
He
minute.
wasn't walking
So
around
we
at
all
no
know Emmanuel
180,
never
yo.
read it, right?
You
Y'all
We all
geeking
know.
on
crazy.
that.
Hold
Y'all
on, AB.
tripping.
We all know Emmanuel never read it, right? The 130 clip, right?
I don't
How
know
much does
why
he?
y'all think that.
No, listen. You know, you listen, Jack. You know,
Then
Emmanuel
dude
never
saying
read it.
that Conor Ben walk around
AB,
160. Come on, bro.
AB, hold on,
Stop.
hold on,
He
hold on.
just fought at 160. What you talking
AB,
about?
AB, hold on.
180, yo. How?
All right, bro. Hold on. So we listen. We both know Emmanuel never read it, right? Bro, John, listen. You know Emmanuel never read it, right? He fights 130. How much you think he weighs in? Like during off camps. What you think? How much you think he weighs
I
in?
don't know about him. I
Uh,
gotta really
uh,
see his body type
he's
and
not
size him up and stuff.
he's not bigger than you, John.
I gotta see him
He's
and
not higher. He's
size
not
him
taller.
up.
He's
But
not taller than you.
Navarrete a
No,
fat guy, one. He a
yeah,
fat
Now,
guy.
now Devin, I could
And
see him
hold on.
walking around at
Hold on,
170,
John. Hold on, John.
160.
Navarrete eat tacos and ice cream,
Hold
boy.
on, John.
So it's only
Hold on.
Devin. It's always
Hold,
only
hold,
Devin. That's
hold
funny.
on, John.
He
Hold
got
on,
a
John.
different body type than them.
John, hold on. Marquis just said it. He's a fat guy. He's a fat boy. This is what he is. He's a fat boy. Navarrete walks around 190 off camps, and he makes 130 pounds. That's 60 pounds he's cutting in between camps. He's in fat camp 95% of the time. Same thing with freaking Xander. Same thing with freaking other fighters. They're in fat camp. They're in fact, that's what their point is. You, John, yes, because you fought one time in the amateur and one time as a pro. But as an amateur, I know you know damn well that we have fights every other week, so we have to keep the weight down.
But the thing about
These,
Navarrete is
Man, they don't walk
he's a
Hey yo,
donut.
around.
He
dude.
like
Y'all
Hey yo,
tripping, yo. Y'all
dudes
Navarrete
like
like
crazy.
to
James.
eat
no,
Hey,
he's
listen,
donuts.
not
listen,
tripping,
listen,
big dog.
and
Nah,
listen.
man.
Dudes
Yes,
like
y'all
James
is,
Johnson in
man.
the chat.
Hold
Where's
on.
He
the
want
proof
you
at?
can,
Where's the proof at for this
bro. Go
sweat?
James.
look. Oh my God, bro. This how y'all know y'all, bro. Some James Johnson. He one of them new people, bro. If you go look at
No.
one of, go look at them old posts that Tank used to be posting, bro. He literally was posting up. He was weight on the scale saying that. Oh, and the scale said 180. I'm not lying, bro.
Hmm
Man,
He was
no, it
probably
He
didn't,
on
just
that
started.
man.
He
No, it
just started.
in that
Santos,
didn't.
interview that he did.
No,
What's
it
the guy that
didn't.
do all the interviews?
He just
Ellie,
started.
Ellie,
He just started staying
Who?
on weight.
Ellie
Tank
bro.
ain't
setback.
De La
never been
Santos.
Yeah, nah,
180,
not Ellie
yo. Tank
Setback.
ain't
Bro.
never
He
been
just started.
180
Hey,
in
B
his
three,
life.
No,
B3,
he
B3,
just
And I'm
started staying on
saying
weight,
that
big dog.
It's about
confidently.
three
B3,
niggas talking at the same time, man. Come on
My
now.
B3,
bad, my
bro.
bad.
Watch your mouth. Watch your
B3.
mouth. Please.
The De La Santos fight, right, with Keyshawn. I swear to God on my life. They said folks came down from 190 all the way to 135 to fight Keyshawn Davis. That was the day Keyshawn Davis missed weight. I'm not lying, bro. Y'all got to do y'all homework on these dudes. These dudes is grown men. They not
Have
walking around
have
no 160,
have
150,
you
bro.
Nah,
Y'all
there
have you
was
ever
tripping.
there
have
was
The
reports
here
that De
average
first?
La
Listen.
weight,
Santos did
the
drop that
average
much weight.
weight
That's a
for a
fact.
grown man is not no 180, 190. That's overweight. Most
Who
of
said?
like
I said I did not say that.
you no, you
I didn't
keep
say
saying
that,
that they grown men like they supposed to be so heavy. Like grown
But
man
hold, you're
bro.
average
not gonna
weight
do that, Ja.
is 150, yo.
Come
African
on, bro.
American, we are
Stop it.
bigger people. These dudes like a Errol Spence. We know Errol Spence was dropping 45 to 50 pounds to make
He
147.
was dropping more. He was
Earl
dropping a lot
Spence
more than that.
is not Shakur though or Tank.
But
Like
he's still only 5'9".
They the
this what I'ma
same.
say.
They the
So
Look,
same
if you prove
size,
me,
bro.
it ain't
look.
like he 5'11",
This,
6 foot
this,
though.
Yo,
this
hold
what
on,
I'm gonna
three.
say. This what I'm gonna say though. And if you could prove me wrong, I give you your credit for that. Tank ain't never been 180 in his whole life, ever.
Oh my
He
That's
ain't
God.
never
I
cap.
don't
he
know
never
about
been
that.
180
I
in his
can
Yo,
see
whole
some
bro.
life.
videos.
If
Boy,
I was
Tank
Yo,
would
bet,
look
I
bro.
would
mad as
bet that.
hell.
I would bet
No,
that if I bet, I would bet that.
no, Tank ain't never been 180, but Tank been
Yes, he has,
160.
bro.
He's
He
been
has.
160. He ain't
Tank
never
ain't
been
never
180.
been 180 in his
Hold on,
whole
free.
life,
Hold on,
man.
He ain't
free.
never
He
been
Go
has,
180.
ahead
bro.
with
Now
that.
you
Y'all
seen the
tripping.
interviews with you seen the interviews when Tank had the real puffy cheeks when he was
Yes, but Tank,
so what weight was
Tank,
that? That was
he
160
wasn't one.
free?
it,
That was 160. Tank can't
it
remember.
wasn't no 180. It wasn't 180.
Hold up.
Y'all
Y'all
gotta
gotta finish.
stop the cap. Y'all gotta
Y'all
stop
gotta
Tank,
the cap, bro.
cause Tank
How
look
much y'all think
puffy.
Boo's walking around? How much you think Boo's walking around? How much you think? What's my man Fulton walking around? Them dudes, bro. Them dudes.
Man,
Fulton walking,
AB,
bro. Fulton
you
walking,
all over
bro.
the place with these different. You
Never,
go to
bro.
different
What I'm
fighter,
trying to tell
different
you is
fighter,
these fighters
man.
not little, bro. Y'all keep making it seem like these fighters be little. They got 24 hours to rehydrate. What you talking about? These dudes be having
stop
8-week
cutting,
camps.
stop cutting people off. Stop cutting people off. First of all, let me finish
Just
saying what I'm
talk.
saying. Then you can come. You talking over me. Stop talking.
Go.
What
You
I'm
got the
saying is,
floor.
All
if
right,
you shut
Chuck.
up,
All
you
right,
will hear me
all right,
talking.
all right.
Bro,
No,
just
what
talk,
I'm
bro. You don't
saying,
gotta tell me to shut
Hey,
up.
come on now, fellas.
you
Let's be
shut
respectful. Come
up
on,
every
AB.
time
Let
I'm
him go.
talking.
Go
Come
ahead,
on,
free.
AB. He talking about some shut up, bro. Who you talking to? Just talk.
You
Chill. Just be respectful with each other, please.
Yeah,
no.
let's get on order,
What
fellas.
I'm
Go
saying
ahead, free.
is, you gotta understand. Tank Davis is only 5'4", 5'5". If he was 180 pounds, he will be super big at that weight. He will be super big.
Y'all
My
slow,
wife
bro.
is 5'5". My wife
Don't
is
even say
5'5".
that,
She
man,
walks
cause
around.
I know
She
for
walks.
sure,
Y'all
My
yo.
slow.
wife is
Y'all
Don't
5'5".
say
slow.
this.
If
You
a dude was
tripping?
if a
I'm not
dude was
tripping. I'm not tripping. My brother is
160 pounds,
my brother 5'5" in the Marines, bro. He walk around 180. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
You
That
keep talking
5'5"
about this
don't mean
person
nothing.
and that person. You going all over the place with it,
Because
yo.
y'all,
Your
I'm
brother
going, bro.
might
He
be
just said, bro. He
180.
just brought up somebody else. What you talking about,
Your brother might be 180. Tank has never been
bro?
180 his whole life, yo. You
Go
tripping?
search it up, bro. Do your homework. Because at this point, I
Search
don't know what
what?
else to
I
tell
ain't
you.
about to waste my time searching that. That's not
Exactly,
What
because
you
you
true.
talking
don't
about?
want to know. You don't
No,
want to
because
know.
I
180
You
know
pounds.
don't
that
want to
it's
Dude,
know.
not
5'5".
true. I
You
know
want to
that it's
believe
not.
what you want to believe.
I
You don't
know,
want to believe the
man.
facts.
I
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
you,
yeah.
I got a
Hold
picture
on.
of Tank
Hold
looking
on,
like
yeah, hold on.
that's
So
not even possible.
Oh my God,
if
now it's not possible.
It's
we
Okay.
not.
talking,
Not for
hold on,
Tank
John,
to be 180. Tripping.
hold on. We
These dudes
back
is
out, John.
crazy.
Hold on, John.
They doing
If
construction work.
the conversation is
Gotta
that
get it out the back.
you have Tank that's probably 150, maybe at all fights. We'll
Oh
say
yeah,
that.
no, yeah.
We'll say 150, 155 at most, right?
Uh huh.
Those that are bigger than him are gonna have more weight than him. Shakur is not a small kid no more. So whenever you
Yeah.
like, if you ever seen him in person, you always said, he's gonna probably be ending up at 154, maybe if the career pans out. Same thing with Dev. Dev's probably gonna end his career at 160, more than
Sha-
likely.
Shakur said he had end his career at 147, and that's
That's a
because that's
that's a
because
lie.
it nah,
That's a
listen.
lie. That's a
All
lie.
right, let me hold
That's
on.
a
Just let me
lie.
say what I'm saying. Shakur said he more than likely he'd end his career at 147. And the reason for that is because soaking wet, walking around, he only 160 at the
Stop,
most.
Josh. Stop. You
Maybe
not. Josh.
165.
Stop. Josh.
Maybe.
Stop. Josh.
Soaking
Stop.
wet.
Josh.
Shakur
Stop.
walking
Josh.
around. Stop
Stop.
saying
Josh.
stop while I'm talking, yo.
Josh.
Look,
That's a
you
lie.
it's
Josh. That's a
not.
lie. That's a
It's a
lie.
lie that he said he's
That's a
175,
lie.
yo.
That's a
Ain't
lie,
no
Josh.
way. And then in
Josh.
24
That's a
hours,
lie. Josh.
you
That
can't
is a
even
lie.
rehydrate.
Bro, Jermaine Ortiz is the
Yo,
same size
yo,
as him, and he
stop
walks around
saying that it's a
180.
lie while I'm
That's a
talking, yo.
Hey,
lie, bro. Jesus
hey,
Christ.
Ja. Hey,
Like,
Ja.
cut that out,
I'm not.
yo.
Hey,
Cut
yo,
that
Ja.
out, yo. You say these weirdo points, and then you want to say that I'm lying when I'm saying something real.
All right,
No,
John.
Hey,
Go
but
yo.
ahead.
check
Go
it.
ahead. Go ahead, John.
Soaking wet. Shakur 160 at the most, walking around, yo. Y'all
Hey,
tripping.
Ja. Hey, Ja.
All right.
Can I?
Shakur
Hey, Ja.
250.
Hey,
You
hold on.
see him? You
Let me
see
bring you.
how his muscles was so big? He
Hold
250,
on.
man.
Hey, look.
Listen,
Now let
Y'all
me.
fam,
geek,
fam.
Now
y'all
let me
geeking,
prove
You
you
was
man.
wrong.
you.
Now let
Yeah,
me prove you
Y'all
wrong.
y'all
was
Now
geeking.
wrong
watch me
guy,
cook you.
John.
Now watch me
Well,
cook you.
well,
I
Go
just
hey,
thought about it. I
hold
ain't
just
on,
thought
nothing
hold
to
about
on,
it.
MB.
Ain't
Hold
no
on a
way
second,
for you to
AB.
cook me
I
because
Let
just
you
me
don't
cook
have
them real
no
quick.
proof
Let me
or
cook
nothing.
just
You
AB, I
one
just
just
thing.
saying.
Just
confirmed
one
it.
thing.
You
Let me
just
just
be
say one
saying
thing.
anything.
I'm about to cook them. I'm
Go
about to
ahead,
cook them,
AB,
right?
and then Marky jump
Go
in.
ahead, y'all.
Now, when Devin Haney fought Regis Prograis at 140
What
pounds,
is you
what did
talking
everybody
about?
say? What? Let me finish. What did everybody say he came in and weighing as that night of the fight when he walked in the ring? What was everybody saying his weight was?
167, something like that.
I'm done.
One six five.
And that was
Yo, you
24
talking
hours.
about Devin,
24
yo?
hours. Come
You
on,
you
bro. I'm
talking
done.
about
I'm done,
Devin,
bro.
yo?
I'm
What is you
done.
talking about?
I'm done. So what you think Shakur coming in at?
What are you talking about? Shakur
What do you
soaking
think he
wet.
coming in the ring at? Did you
Shakur
see how big he
Shakur
was compared
soaking
to?
wet. Shakur soaking wet 160 at the most. I
I'm
said
done.
in no
All right.
24
All right.
hours, ain't
All
no
right.
way
I'm done.
he could make 135 and then rehydrate to
AB, how
175.
you gonna cook somebody by talking
Come
about
on,
somebody else's
yo.
weight? He talking about Devin's weight. That has nothing to do with Shakur's weight. I'm gonna cook
You
you, and he
geeking, yo.
brought up
Where you
Devin's
go?
weight. That had nothing to do with Shakur's weight.
I'm just saying like 175 in 24 hours for 135. Yo, that ain't happening, yo.
No, I don't think he went up no 175, but they did say he was. Mauricio did say he came in at 165. So I mean, like I said, I don't know. I didn't see the scale, but to say that the Tank walks around at 180 pounds, no, that's not. That's no. Do
Never in
y'all
his
understand?
life.
If Tank walked around at 180 pounds, he would look like a small version of BVO. That's what he would look like if he walked around at
That's
180
crazy.
pounds. Tank is
What?
small. He's small. I don't think y'all realize how small Tank is. If he walked around at 180 pounds, like I said, the most I've ever seen Tank walk around at was 160, and that was that video where he was with Adrian Boner. He had the sunglasses on, his
Whoa.
face was kind of puffy and things like that. That was like 160. That was the biggest I've ever seen Tank. 180, y'all pushing it.
I
Y'all
can't
pushing when
believe
y'all say
AB
180.
and Juan even saying that, and they got background and fighting and stuff. Like
I,
what? Why
I
y'all
won't. I won't
geeking?
say. What I will say is with Shakur's height, I can see him walking around somewhere around 170, 180 because of his height. He's
Thank
five
you.
nine.
Thank you.
He's
And
five
I'm taller
nine.
than him. And
I
and
can
I
see him
walked
walking
around too.
around somewhere around five. I mean, 170, 180 pounds. I can see that for
I
Shakur. But
can't.
to say
I
Tank
can't.
walk around at 180 at 5'5", 5'4",
No,
nah,
no. The 5'5",
no.
I
that
can't see Shakur
I
walking
want to say that.
around that that heavy.
I think
180?
probably
No,
heavyweight
that's
is
crazy
160.
to me.
But 180 for
Like
straight up.
I'm used to
Now you
fighting people
gotta
that
remember,
size around that size, make it weight.
you
Man, 180, you gotta force that. That you'll be unhealthy as hell. You making 135 and then you walking
it
around
is,
that
bro.
180. That
Spence
probably
did it for
died
years,
doing
bro.
that. Like that's
Spence did it for
dangerous
years.
as hell. I don't
I
got
mean,
Shakur. Only Devin cause his height, like and like his body type, his body makeup. He looked like he bigger than them. Like he looked like he
now
naturally bigger.
if he was draining himself, see, like, guy, now it would be unhealthy if a guy was draining himself. But you can lose the weight if you got a fight and you know that you got a fight coming up. You can start losing your weight once your team say, "Hey, look, we're looking to make a fight for you." You can start at that point to start losing the weight. And then once it comes to weigh-in night, you had already lost all that weight, so you're not draining yourself. A guy drain themselves when they lose too much weight too fast. That's when they drain themselves because they're trying to lose too much weight too fast. But if you gradually lose the weight, you're not draining yourself. You can lose the weight. It just got to be a gradual,
So from
constant
180
period.
to 135,
You
you
can
drain
do it.
you gonna drain
You can do
yourself
it.
regardless. To me, ain't no
No,
ain't
a guy,
they don't
no,
never
people
get
lose
that
weight all
amount
the
of
time.
time to make weight for these fights to go from 180 to
I mean,
135. They don't never had that
but
much time.
15% of your daggone weight is water anyway. So the first 10, 15 pounds is going to be all water. And then the
Yeah,
rest
it's
of it
mostly
is the
water
fat.
weight. But
Yeah, the
you
rest
gotta
of it is going
keep
to be fat.
putting that weight back on every day when you lose maybe like a pound a day when you training because you put that water back on once you eat and drink. at the like that's not enough time to go from 180 to 135.
I mean,
Ain't no
that's like what happened with Frank Martin. Frank Martin when
it's
he
only
fought Tank
certain
Davis, when he fought Tank Davis, Frank Martin when he made that fight, Frank Martin was walking around at 170. He had to lose all that weight. Tank was already right around the weight that he was supposed to be fighting at. Tank was somewhere around 145, 150. Tank ain't had to lose that much weight.
look
Frank was
how
walking around at
Frank
170.
Frank is different though, body type than Shakur though. Like he built like a football player. Like that's his body. He way more muscular. And that was something
Y'all hear
that
me?
Tank pointed out. Like
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
So
one.
what? So
I
when
couldn't
you
hear. I'm about to
so
come
when
back
yeah,
out.
not so when we talk about it, right? Who was the bigger man in the fight? T.O. Shakur. Somebody answer.
Shakur was the
Shakur for
bigger.
sure.
Shakur.
Shakur was the
It,
bigger man.
again, this this is not this is not proven facts. I don't know how much it weighs in during the off camp, but he's got to weigh in at least 170, at least at the minus 170. I'm not saying that he walks around all the time at 170. He probably, yeah. Remember, you guys got a month prior to them announcing the fight, so they're already in camp. They're already all in camp before them announcing the fight. So they're losing the weight already as it is. So they wouldn't be outrageous to see, yo, this dude is really 175 right now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Maybe
Once
maybe
they
I
once
had to
they
see Shakur in person and he had to be cut
Cause
up,
you 5'8",
super
you
no,
5'8",
muscular.
right?
I
You
I
never
5'8".
seen
even
Shakur in
been
person. That's what I said. I seen Shakur in person. It's not outrageous to say he walks around 170.
And you
It's
see,
not
and you
outrageous
see,
to
and you
say.
see, and you, and you
Easy,
seen
Cree.
Keith Thurman. You seen Keith Thurman in person. So
you
it's like
see
you,
Yeah,
me
I
you
see.
see
Yo,
me you see me fight
I got a picture.
on I
Matter of
never
fact, that's a perfect example. I got a picture with Keith Thurman on my phone right now, and I posted it on YouTube many times before. Me and Keith Thurman standing side by side. I'm 197 pounds. You can't tell the difference between me and Keith Thurman. We literally look the same size. And I'm looking at him like, how are you getting down to 147? We literally look the same size. And I'm walking around at
everybody
197.
everybody though body not made the same though. Like
I'm not
really
saying
Yeah,
that they
that's true.
made the same. I'm just saying
yeah, so you can't really go off of that look, like the looks
no
of
no
it.
no. What I'm saying is I'm not saying everybody is made the same. What I'm saying is I can tell if a guy is 160 pounds, 170. I mean, I'm sorry, 130 pounds. I can tell the difference between 150 and 180. I can tell the difference because I walk around at 197. If a dude is 150 pounds, that's like the size of my son. Actually, my daughter. My youngest daughter is 160 pounds. She's 15 years old.
You
She's
can't
160
even
pounds.
women, they weight is different. They carry
No,
they
she's not
carry
a
weight
woman.
differently
She's
than men though.
15 years old. She's not a woman. She's
A
15.
female. Females carry weight differently than males.
Even my sons are not big kids. I got
Mm.
one son that's somewhat kind of big, but my other sons, they're not big kids. They walk around 150, 170. Between the four sons that I got,
So
they're
look,
between
let me
150
let
and
me give you
170.
an example of my life experience. Like my Juan, you still there?
of
Yeah.
course.
Juan. All right, so listen to this, right? That one pro fight that I had, it's on YouTube. You look at that, look at my body, and then you look at the other fighter body, and then you tell me what you think I walk around at. Like I'll let you know I ain't never been 165 in my life.
No, yeah, you haven't been 165,
But
but
look at
I
my
can
body
look at
type
you.
and look, and then if you look at the other dude body type, he was a Golden Glove champion at 165. I had prior to that fight, I had never fought above 140.
No, but what I'm saying is you have a wiry frame. Shakur doesn't have a wiry frame.
Shakur got
Like,
that little short compact frame. I done fought fighters like him and they be still small. Like they might walk around at 155 at the most. Like Shakur shorter than me, and he they be bulky, like they be cut up. They be
Shakur
walking
Yeah,
around
but
there
Shakur
but
is
you
like
got
cut. Shakur is cutting 20+ pounds to make 140.
Yeah, you gotta also remember though. You gotta also remember, Jai.
He's not staying 15
Jai, you
pounds
gotta
above
also remember.
weight,
Yeah,
John.
yeah. You gotta also remember, Jai. You
I don't
you were
agree with
young.
that. I would have to
Yeah,
see proof of that.
yeah. But you were
Cause,
young
cause
when you
I've been
fought
in the
though.
mix. No, like I recently just was fighting. I'm
I
older than
know.
Shakur. I'm older than Tank and all of them.
I know that,
No,
Jai. But
you
I'm
can look
saying
at
you were younger than
you
him
can look.
because
Y'all would
you
have
were.
to really prove that to me. It's only
No,
certain
I'm saying. All
unique
right, I got it.
cases where the person
I
is
got it.
short and then they weigh a whole
Is this one?
bunch.
No, it ain't this
No,
one.
you can look at Shakur when he jumped in the ring with Oshaki Foster on fight night.
He was
Oshaki was
huge.
probably somewhere. Oshaki was probably somewhere around 140 on fight night. He was probably
Mhm.
somewhere around 140 on fight night. They fought at 130. They had to weigh in on Saturday. I
Oh,
mean on
where is this
Friday.
at?
They had to
At
Oh,
weigh
I
in on
at
can't do this,
fifth
bro.
Friday.
at when Shakur jumped in the ring, Oshaki probably was like 135 right there.
I said somewhere
You
around
not about
140.
to be that heavy and you used to making 130 and then
That's
you
why I said
fight and you
somewhere.
sweat.
That's why I said somewhere around 140. Somewhere around 140. Shakur was much bigger than Oshaki Foster when he jumped in
Ja,
that
See
ring.
how
y'all,
much? How
I
much?
could tell that y'all used to never having to make weight. I
What?
could
What are
tell
you
by the
talking
way
about?
that y'all
I had
talking.
to make weight my entire life.
I
I
could
Ja,
played
how much?
sports
tell.
my
Ja,
entire life.
how much did
What
you? How
weight you
much?
had to make? Cause you
Yeah,
said you
I had to
197
make.
right now.
I played football from the age of 6 all the way up until I was 35.
In football,
I had to
you
make
don't need
weight
to make
all
weight in
through.
football.
Yes, you did. What are you talking about? And Pop Warner, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
What? So what? Which how you had to lose
You had
weight?
a, you had a, you had a 75, you had a 65-pound lead, a 75-pound lead, a 85-pound lead, a 110 lead. You
So
had to make weight.
you lost weight to play in a certain weight bracket in football. That's what you
Yes,
saying.
you had to be at a certain
No,
weight
I'm
to play in a
asking
certain
you,
weight bracket.
did you make weight when you played foot? Did
No,
you
I
lose weight?
didn't make weight. No, I didn't
That's
make
what
weight. I
I'm
had to move up.
saying.
No, you should.
I could
No,
tell by
no,
the way that
listen,
y'all
listen,
talk and the way that y'all
listen.
look at weight that y'all never had to make weight before.
No, listen. You're
Y'all
not.
ain't
You're not.
never had
You're
to
not.
lose weight
You're not
and make weight. I
listening.
could tell, yo.
You're not listening.
I
I
did
was in the
listen.
six.
You said you didn't make
You're
weight. You
not
had to
listening.
move up.
If you let me finish saying what I'm saying, then you understand. I was in the 6th grade. That was the first time I ever had to make weight. I missed the weight. I had to go make the weight. I missed the weight. I had to go make the weight. I was in the 6th grade. I didn't
So you
know.
had to
That was the
lose
first time
weight.
I played football.
he's here to pick it up, Carl.
So you had to lose weight.
Yes, I had to lose weight. I was playing for the
Uh-huh.
75-pound league. I had to lose weight.
Okay.
I had to lose
I
5 pounds
I
on
still
game day.
see how I see it. Your experience and my experience of making weight. You ain't used to having to make weight. I could tell by the way y'all talk and y'all look at weight. Y'all could comfortably just do however y'all want. Y'all don't never had to make Shakur like y'all think Shakur ain't stand like 15 pounds. That's
You
regular.
see what you doing is you taking
That's regular for
you taking
somebody like Shakur.
no what you're doing is you're taking your life experience and you putting it with Shakur. What we're
Boxing is a
saying is
small world. It's a
no,
whole bunch
no,
of fighters that I've been
listen,
around and it's
listen.
not just about
Have
me
you been
making
have you
weight.
been
It's
have you
about
been
other
around
fighters
Shakur?
too.
Have you been around Shakur?
No, I ain't been around Shakur specifically, but I've
Okay,
been
so
around enough people
what I'm saying
to
is
know like
what I am saying is it's not out of the realm to say Shakur walks around at 170. I seen the man in
Mhm,
person. It's not out of
mhm.
the realm to say he walks around at 170. You
I just
saying
I'm
there's
not
no way he could walk around at 170. How can you
no,
base that when you
I'm
never
Ja,
not
had to make
Ja,
saying
I
weight?
just seen Ja.
I'm not saying there's no way he could walk around at 170. I'm saying in 24 hours he no ain't no way he rehydrating to 175
I didn't
from
say I
130
never said
Nah,
he
from
did.
Nah,
130.
he
nah,
not
he ain't
doing
doing.
that.
He
That's
ain't
what
doing
I
that. He ain't doing
Rehydrated
that.
to
Nah, he
that's
170.
not
what I
doing that.
said. That's what I said ain't no way. And I said Tank ain't
I ain't say he rehydrated.
never been 180 in his whole life. That's
I ain't
crazy.
no, I'm not
And
saying Tank. I'm not saying
I'm
Tank was
saying
never
Facts,
these
Mike.
180.
things. I'm
Facts.
saying these things without like I'm this is just my opinion. but I'm so confident in it that I'm saying it like I know for sure because of my experience. I'm so confident in what I'm saying.
I don't
So
think
Like
tell me,
nobody
Ja,
I
on
Ja,
wish
here
you
what's
could
said that
prove me
Shakur
Shakur
wrong.
walk around weight
rehydrated
then,
to
Ja? Tell us.
170.
I don't know what Shakur walk around, but what my educated opinion is, like the most soaking wet, just eating and drinking how you want, 165. That's
I
the
tell you,
most.
I just seen Shakur in
See, and
Norfolk.
that's what I'm saying. It's
He
not out of the
definitely,
realm to say he
yeah.
walks around at 170
So that means he's
because
cutting
you
20,
think
25
I ain't
pounds in a
say
165.
day.
that. I ain't say out of the realm for Shakur to think he walk around at 170. I said, and that's why I'm saying it again. Ain't no way he rehydrating to 175
Nope.
in 24 hours from 135. That don't
Who said
happen.
he rehydrate?
40
Who
pounds?
said he
Nah.
rehydrated to 175?
AB, that's what AB said he was cooking me for when I said
Nah.
that. And he
So
and he brought
when
up Devin. And he
you
brought
look
up
at
saying that Devin rehydrated to some weight or something.
167,
Devin,
well,
Devin,
That was
Devin
because I said
rehydrated
that
to
ain't no way Shakur rehydrate to
well,
175 in 24 hours from 135.
nah, he probably
according
rehydrated
to
maybe 150,
Mauricio,
maybe
according to
most.
Mauricio, Devin rehydrated to 165, but that wasn't in a 24-hour
And,
period. That was
and
from Thursday until Saturday because they did the weigh-in on Thursday, and Devin had 2 days to rehydrate. And Mauricio said on fight night, Devin was 165 pounds. That's
I
what
could give
Mhm.
y'all
Mauricio
some,
said.
I could give y'all something though. Look, I'm also saying if Shakur is 175 walking around, that's him. That's a version of Shakur. Like you know when you eat so much that your stomach is so full, that's how much he done ate and drank. And if he's 175 walking around, it's cause he done overate so much. Like he just was at an all you can eat and he just was there all day eating.
Or he
That's
probably,
Shakur at
or he probably was
175
BSing.
walking around.
Or he probably was BSing if you think about it. I mean, I
Not
don't know,
no
but
regular, like how
it's
you might walk around at 190, 180 and you ain't even eat that much. Not Shakur. If he walking around at 175, it's because he definitely got a full stomach and a whole bunch of liquid and all of that. That's what I'm saying. So you disagree with that. That's something you could disagree with. But that's something I'm definitely confident on that too. Like he definitely running on a full stomach if he
What's the
175.
what? Okay, y'all know the size of Mr. Gary Russell. What's the biggest you think Mr. Gary Russell walk around at?
Weight wise, I would
155,
say, yeah, 150,
155.
155 max.
You said 155.
Yeah,
Max.
on a full
Okay,
stomach.
one on a full stomach or
Yep,
no?
that's how
Mr.
I
Gary
see it.
Russell, Mr. Gary Russell walks around at like 155, 160 on a regular day.
Mm,
On a regular day,
mm,
he walks around 155, 160. Antoine walks around 170, maybe 180.
mm.
He fights at 140.
What's a regular day though? Like that's just eating however you want, right?
Who?
What's a regular day? That's just eating
Just
however
walking
you
around,
want.
period.
Eat.
Just waking up, going outside, just chilling. Regular
Yeah,
day.
that's a full stomach to me.
And let me
No,
also
that's
say
not a
this
full
though, Ja.
stomach. Waking up, going out, chilling is not a full stomach. A full
Like
stomach is
nah,
sitting at the table eating until you can't eat no more.
Ja,
That's a
Ja,
full
no,
stomach.
how much you walked
that's
around
like
at between
soaking
fights?
wet to me.
You,
That's
you heard
soaking
Ja?
wet.
You heard Ja? How many
Say
fight?
that again.
When you were in the amateurs, how much did you weigh in between fights?
155 at the most, and I was
At the
fighting
most.
at
Okay.
140.
Okay, so that right.
That was me eating however I want
Okay, so
to,
so
drink
let's okay
however I want.
so let's say this because I know your health issues and stuff. Without the health issues, right, and you went on to have a good pro career, whatever. Not, how much do you think you would be walking around at without the health issues? Because you know the health issues that turns your weight into something else.
The more muscle I put on, I would probably be like 160 walking
Okay,
around.
okay, so that wouldn't be
Cause I,
absurd to say. Okay, that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be absurd to say Shakur
I'm like
could get you to
5'11" though.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You were taller
What?
than me, and I weigh more than you. Get what I'm saying?
But the dude that I was fighting wasn't that tall, and he definitely weighed more than me naturally. I'm not saying it's absurd. I'm saying that's a full stomach for them. These weights that y'all saying it ain't like,
But
and
Ja,
then
Yeah, but
keep
I
it a
fought.
keep it a
these
keep it
fighters
a
like
thousand
that,
with you.
I fought in a bigger weight class than you too. Even as an amateur, I
y'all
fought at
ain't used to
165.
making weight, yo. That's
I
something that
fought.
y'all not
No, I
y'all
fought.
y'all not
I
y'all not even like
I fought
interpreting that
160.
mentally. That
No,
y'all not used to making weight, yo. Y'all
I
used
fought
to
165
fighting
though, and you're
fighting at a
taller than me.
heavy and being
Ja.
heavier than as you want to be. Like you're not
No,
even clicking to what I'm saying. Like
no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like if you
y'all don't
dieted
know
right, but
nothing.
that's
Y'all don't
that.
know nothing about
Ja,
making
even
weight.
if I
I
was
could
to
tell, yo. I could tell.
if I was to show you my like when I was skinny, I'll send you a picture because I got your number. I'll send you a picture when I was so called skinny. That was 190. That wasn't me.
Mm.
Not even trying to make weight. That's me just 190, and I looked like I was 150 pounds. I wasn't 150 pounds. My calf muscles, my shoulders,
Yeah.
I'm bigger than a lot of people. I'm just tiny because of my mom. My mom's 5'1". My dad's 6'2".
Certain people built like differently, and then they heavier, like their muscles is heavy and
Exactly.
stuff
That's what
like
I'm
that.
saying. Cause like it's
So I
that's
never
the point where
saying I'm never
that's the
saying
point where we're
that
getting across to you, and you're just
it
like
ain't no
arguing with
point
it.
that y'all getting across to me because I ain't never saying nothing that like you saying it'd be absurd for Shakur to walk around
It
that
would
one.
it
I'm not
would
saying that. I didn't even say that. So it
no.
ain't
I
even
get
no point. I'm saying that that's him soaking wet. That's
yeah.
all I'm
It could be.
saying.
It could be. You're right.
160,
You very much.
165. Probably so, because I'm gonna be
It
honest
could
with you,
be.
Ja. A gallon of water weigh 8.34 pounds. So these dudes is gonna cut all that water out of their body to make weight, and then they're gonna replenish. They're gonna put as much, naturally or healthy. They're gonna put as much healthy
So where
weight
the
as they
hell did
can
the
back on their body.
And you
hold on?
So
can't
these
do
dudes,
that
a
in
lot of these
24
dudes,
hours. You can't do that.
but see,
No, I
It'll
swear to
hurt
God.
what it is,
you.
Wow. Okay.
Physically,
Not
it'll hurt your
it
body.
may slow you down, job, but look, they're gonna that stuff is they can naturally absorb it in their muscles because look
yeah.
at Devin. Devin cut all the way down to 140 for
I'm
the Regis
35.
fight, and the next fight he was 160. I mean, the next day they weighed him in at 165.
How
They
much
said he
did
had clothes on,
how much
whatever.
did he weigh? How much did he weigh for the JoJo fight? Remember, he was huge in that fight. He looked like a big boy in that fight. He looked like
That
all right, boy. He was a fat kid for real, for real.
Mm.
So you got to remember these, like, and also
But
you,
Devin is a special case that y'all keep on only talking about Devin though. You don't
Yeah,
got a
because
whole
everybody
bunch of
else's stuff, everybody else's stuff is under lock and key. You don't you don't know
yeah,
the
yeah
information. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's
Devin
true. Very,
is eyeballs on Devin. You know what
and
I'm
yeah,
and you
saying?
gotta and
but it's
you
a
gotta
lot of
also,
other stuff that come with that you gotta mention. If you gonna use Devin, then you can't just mention one thing because it's like Devin on snack. Devin ain't no telling what he doing to rehydrate. But like
that's a fact.
he could rehydrate like that. Like that's fine. Like maybe that
Yeah,
be why he might fight a certain way or something. I don't know. But
that's
like
a fact.
I'm more was talking about Shakur. Like he
That's
ain't
not
rehydrating a
nah,
175 in 24
you're
hours,
not
yo.
wrong. You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. I
That'll
definitely never said
hurt
you were
you.
wrong.
That'll hurt you physically, not
No,
just
no,
like
rehydrate no, because
make you feel
even
heavy. It'll hurt
even
your body.
even killed, right? So like even when you like remember Ja, you remember when you made the weight and the amateurs and you used to make the weight and then like 2 3 hours later you would fight,
Yeah.
you would eat, right? What was your food that you would eat? Like usually it's like spaghetti or
I would eat whatever.
yeah, I would eat like spaghetti because I didn't like feeling heavy. That would make me feel super heavy. So it's like I get what you
Food don't affect me in that way. Like
nah, it
my
makes you
body,
feel
my
like
metabolism and my
your
body stuff
your
runs straight
metabolism
through
probably faster
me.
than mine.
One food runs straight through me. Water runs like literally. I could drink this Gatorade and then I could go right to the bathroom.
Oh,
Like
where the
that's how
hell is
fast
this at?
some run through me.
We'll see.
So like it's
Clear.
different for me.
That's a fact. Nah, you're right, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's different though. It's weird because it's always
And
been
it's a
weird the way that
process
people.
like when you making weight and when you maintaining a certain weight and eating certain foods, you
Where the
can't
fuck
just
is this
start
at?
it right away. Like you gotta get it like if you take some medicine and you gotta be on it for a while before it actually be in your system. Like it's the same way like that with food and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So you got to be used to a certain diet, like
yeah.
when you
I mean,
eating
I
before
mean,
they're really
it
healthy.
was it was weird though because you make weight and like I would make weight and I would eat like as healthy as I can because I'm fucking I ain't gonna lie I'm a fat boy I don't give a fuck but when eating like you know what I'm saying I would watch what I eat during camp and stuff like that so if I had to fight in the Golden Gloves or something I would watch what I eat during the weeks and stuff like that prior I would always be in camp but I would always play different sports too I'm always playing different sports so it's always it's weird though like everybody's kind of weird what
Let me jump in real quick. Let me talk to Free. You in here? I gotta ask you something, and then I want to push it to the panel.
oh where the hell is this at
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
What
ain't no way
would it
dog.
be? What should be? Because I know Keyshawn was really getting on Devin about cutting the weight instead of fighting him at 147. What would hinder performance on fight night more? The additional 3 pounds that Devin is gonna have to cut, or having a rehydration clause. Let's say if Shakur fought at the 147-pound limit, what do you feel like either the extra pounds he had to cut, the 3 pounds, or maybe having a 10-pound rehydration clause for the night of the fight or the day of the fight? What would hinder his performance more in your opinion?
Um, his stamina. His stamina will be more hindrance and possibly his punch resistance because
With the
when you
rehydration?
take away that yeah, because the rehydration, if you don't have
Yeah.
that fluid around your brain like it's supposed to be, if you
Yeah.
drain yourself and you taking away that fluid from around your brain, your punch resistance go down. But ultimately, I would think the first thing that will be affected will be his stamina because when you cut a certain amount of weight where your body is not used to cutting, the first thing you cut is you start to cut away muscle and for draining yourself, but you also cutting away your stamina. You because you're trying to lose the weight, you're not building stamina. You're taking the stamina away from you because you don't have that oxygen. You don't have that fat for your body to energize itself. So if it doesn't have that fat to energize itself, that body is going to slow down. He's not going to have the same energy that he would normally have. You see, it happens all the time when guys say they
Yep.
fought at a weight class they shouldn't have be at. Their stamina is the first thing that goes. They can't make it 12 rounds, or they can't move around the ring like they normally would.
100% shout out to pugilist. I'm with you. Ja, you froze right now?
No,
Oh no, you was super still. That was on.
I
You
was
was
just
super
listening.
still for a minute. Would
I
you
mean,
now, from a fighter perspective, would you prefer to? I'm gonna bring you in one. Would you prefer to cut those additional pounds, or would you prefer to keep those additional pounds and then have that 10-pound rehydration on you?
I would prefer to cut the additional pounds. 'Cause I don't want nobody like monitoring how I rehydrate. Like that's annoying to me.
Yeah,
It's fair though, but it's just like as a fighter, that's just something that get on my nerves. Like I want to eat comfortably after I make weight, but like losing more weight than I'm supposed to. Like D Free was saying about cutting muscle, like that's also something I would hate to do. I would not want to cut muscle like when I'm losing weight. So like I think it's just mostly dependent on the person, like what's best for them. Because if you could rehydrate 10 pounds and you good, because 10 pounds is a lot. If you good off of that, then you should be fine. But like
yeah.
if you need to rehydrate more than that, but like if you cut into 144 and that's like cutting into a lot of your muscle, like you damage goods when it comes to fight night. So I don't even know what probably the rehydration is worse though, just because like you monitor that's gonna stress you out mentally too. besides like what it'll do to you physically. You gotta worry about like, oh my God, I gotta be this specific weight and I already done made weight. Like that shit is that's annoying.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you. Appreciate you, AB. Hey, talk. Hey, jump in, Juan. You can talk. Cook,
Yeah.
Juan.
No, I'd take the 10 pounds. I don't really. I'm not trying no weight. I take the 10 pounds. I'm not doing all that. That's too much. Because if you think about it, right? Like if you cut to 147 already, you're already struggling, and then you got a 10 pound like you can eat, but you're gonna have to watch what you eat. But again, most fighters perform better when they're almost close to a fight weight. So that's just depending on what's the case. But I get what both guys are saying, so I don't. I'm not gonna against both of it, but I'm more to the 10 pound dehydration clause
Yeah,
because the IBF already does it too. So people forget that that's a rate and that's mandated. That's not oh that's in the con. No, that's mandated by the belt. So if you want to keep the belt, you have to stay on weight.
yeah. Hey, free. Do you look like? Do you look at Devin in this? Do you look like him as just like? Uh, how do you view him wanting to take these? Like being okay with taking the extra 3 pounds and just
You
conceding. Do
said
you
how?
feel like? I mean, just in a sense, like we understand there's prize fighting, right?
Yeah.
But like with Devin, like okay, he took the money from Ryan, no big deal. He's still gonna fight. Do you feel like it's ultimately Devin is just a businessman? It's more so about the money, or do you feel like he doesn't care? Like, do you feel like it's more so just like the dog in him? Like, what do you attest that to? Where he's like he'll just forego like his safety. He'll just forego any advantage. He'll just be like, all right, let's just run it. Like, how do you view that?
I think it's more so um it's the money first and foremost,
Yeah,
but then it's also the popularity and somewhat of a legacy because you can't really say that these are legacy fights until their careers are over. Um, I think when a lot of people say, "Oh, this is a legacy fight," I think they jump in the gun because unless these fights are talked about years later after these guys are retired and done with the sport, you can't say that it's a legacy fight because if you never speak of it again, then there's no legacy. It's only a legacy
yeah,
fight if you keep bringing it up, and that's the one of the fights that you talk about when you talk about these individuals. So I think somewhat of a legacy fight, depending on how their careers end up. But the money aspect and the popularity is the biggest thing because he could have fought Keyshawn and it's still a popular fight. It still get the notoriety. It's not as big as a purse though, fighting Keyshawn as it is fighting Shakur. Shakur is a bigger name than Keyshawn right now in the sport. He's a bigger name. So you get more money by fighting Shakur. And I think that's ultimately what driving him to wanting to fight Shakur versus Keyshawn first. Because he could fight Keyshawn right now.
yeah. Yeah, he kind of sidestepped the Keyshawn fight. And I think people free, they're not really understanding that Keyshawn was put at number one in the WBO, but he hasn't yet been called as the mandatory challenger. So
Nope.
it's so that yeah, so the WBO they put him in number one, but they haven't made him the mandatory and mandated the fight,
And that
which go ahead, free.
and that's what a lot. No, I was gonna say that's what a lot of fans get mixed up because a person is in the number one spot. It doesn't mean he's a mandatory. It means he can become the mandatory. You're not a
Right.
mandatory until they mandate the fight. He doesn't even have to be number one, and he could be the mandated with the WBO. They can mandate anybody in the top 10. So you could be the number 10 guy and be mandated as the fighter that Devin has to fight. So just because you're the number one guy does not mean you're the mandatory. You're in position to be called the mandatory, but he's not the mandatory until they mandate the fight. And a lot of fans hear other content creators say, "Oh, he's the mandatory," not knowing what mandatory actually means. It means the sanctioning body mandated that fight. That means you cannot fight anybody else but him. If you do so, we will take the belt from you. So if
Yeah,
he was the mandatory, he couldn't fight Shakur over Keyshawn because he would lose his belt.
Keyshawn said himself though
absolutely.
that he was the mandatory, and then like man, I don't even think Devin just calling Shakur bluff. Like, come on, let's fight. I think it is too though, cause he a fighter though, and he independent. That's the difference between Devin and a lot of other fighters. Like Keyshawn, pretty much he moving how he want to move. He saying whatever he want to say and really meaning it. Like Devin, I feel like only reason he wouldn't fight at 144 or it ain't like he trying to concede to Shakur. I feel like he think he could beat him and what's up with it. Like, but Bill, he more of a businessman. He more smart in protecting his son. He gonna be like, nah, we shouldn't fight there. But if that's what Devin want to do, then he just gonna have his back doing it. But
Yeah.
like a lot of fighters got that type of mindset. Like they say you gotta be crazy to be a fighter. Like you gotta have some of
But
that in you.
Now
if
let me just
Keyshawn
before you
really
jump
wants
in,
that
free.
fight over,
Go ahead, free.
no, I'm gonna say if Keyshawn really wants that fight before Shakur, he need to have Jay Prince petition to become the mandatory. Like I said, right now that fight is not mandated, so
Yeah,
he can petition. He can have them petition to become the mandatory, and then Devin could say whether he wants to keep his belt and fight Keyshawn, or say I'm gonna go for the bigger bag and fight Shakur.
Yeah.
100%. And
That's why I think
Ja,
he
they just
just
be saying stuff a lot of times because they know the casual fans. They know they see you at number one, and they just gonna be like they're not gonna call
no,
you higher.
I think he's saying that because
You can placate to
he
the
because
fans.
he locked in with Shakur and Jay Prince though. So he gotta go that route. Instead of because he could just like you said, he could just petition for the fight. But he can't do that because he locked in with Shakur and Jay Prince. So it's up to Devin to choose what he trying to do. So he's saying it like, oh, why you don't fight your mandatory? Cause like
Actually,
he
he
can't
don't he
even
don't
do
have to
it.
listen to Jay. He don't have to depend on Jay Prince to do it because he can go to Bob Erm and have Bob Erm to do it. It's
It's
anybody
bad for
from the team.
business though. If he make that move, that's like disrespecting his team.
But see, but the thing at the end of the day, Bob Erm is the one that makes the fights. Jay Prince
It's
can go look for fights for Shakur and Keyshawn, but Bob Erm is the one that makes the fights
no,
because
Mm-hmm.
Bob
I
Erm.
feel
Hey,
you
I
on
just want to
that.
say this
It's
real quick,
just
Mr.
like
Moss. I see you in the background. I appreciate you pulling up, attempting to join the panel. We got a members only panel. We a new growing channel. We need people supporting the platform. So everybody on the platform is a member and supporter of the platform. So you know what I'm saying? Just want to let you know. Everybody in the chat, y'all already know. I appreciate the love and support through viewership, but we gotta have people sewing into the platform so we can keep growing. Appreciate my brother D Free, Ja, Juan, everybody that supports. We're gonna keep growing. We're gonna keep growing.
But
So thank y'all for that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think
Appreciate you, Mr.
I'm,
Miles. Appreciate you, family.
it's fun talking. You know, it's fun talking fights, but I don't think this fight really gonna happen. I mean, unless it's gonna happen in Stupa, because obviously, reports saying they both signed finally. But if it happens, it's happening at 147. It's not happening anywhere else. Dana's already said it. Dana's really kind of strict too with like the whole catch weight thing. He doesn't like it. So if it's happening at 147, it's happening at 147, and that's it. That's damn clear. So right now,
Yeah.
I don't think it's happening. Um,
Mm.
even with the whole Twitter finger thing, again, Twitter fingers. These guys do a lot more talking than fighting. So it's just to me,
But you, Juan, didn't you say earlier that Devin was he didn't have that many options, right?
he don't. He do not.
Okay,
But that's
so Devin
but this is
option
the thing though.
is
But this is
to
the
cut
thing
that
though.
weight.
This is the thing though. This is the number one thing.
Yes.
If you sign Mazzulla, that and Dana's come out and said this multiple times with the other organization, there is no catch weights. Even if you think you're a superstar and in his eyes you're not getting a catchweight fight. That's not even family. You know how many catchweight fights there been in
I
the
think
UFC?
it's a I think this would be a net. You don't think this is big enough to be on Netflix, one?
Nah, it'll be on Paramount Plus. That's
Uh,
what that's where
it's
it's gonna be at.
subscription based.
And now when you say on Netflix, it very well can be, but will it be the main event is the question,
Nah,
because
it won't be
that
no
goes to Turkey.
Netflix main
Now,
event.
do
It
Turkey look
depends
at
on
this fight as
the
a big
event.
enough
Free. I
fight to
see
be
what you're saying.
a main event?
I wish it was though, but it's not.
Because think about it, they put now Fury has a little series on Netflix, and the UK does things a little differently, I'm sure, because they put Conor Ben versus Regis. But I feel like for the American fan base, if they gave us free like a Devin Shakur main event with maybe a Keyshawn Tiafimo co-main, now we might be talking about something. Maybe they
Nah,
find a way to get Salita to put Clarissa on
nah.
the card, something like that.
You gotta
Then we'll be looking at it.
you gotta understand though. You gotta understand the reason why these guys are able to do these fights and that's because these guys are world renowned. So like the heavyweight division was Wilder and Fury. Like they brought that like breath air
Come
back. Like
on, Juan. He fought
no,
Mahmudov.
no. Think about it. Look how many people watch the damn thing just to see him fight.
Yeah,
Really,
no,
really matters.
he fought he fought Makhmudov, but you got to remember Makhmudov had a lot of fans
TD.
over in the UK. He got a lot of
Yeah,
fans.
because
I
he
don't know
beat
if
up
he's
Dave
from the
Allen.
UK, but wherever he's from, he got a lot of fans over there.
Super my guy
So
TD.
it was still a lot of people watching it because they're
Yeah.
fans of that individual. And Tyson Fury has his little fan base or whatever, the people that like Tyson Fury. So it is a big fight for those guys over there. It might not be a big fight for us over here, but over there is a big fight.
Yeah, and then
And
on top of
they could market it differently too. Like
yeah,
then they could market Shakur and Devin. It'd be
and
harder.
then when you look at Canelo Bud, two biggest fighters in the world at that point, literally the two biggest fighters in the world. So like you can't put like I love both of these guys. Look, got my love for both of these, but these guys ain't never will be. I'm sorry. Let's be honest. They
Nah,
really
they
be
ain't
these
fighting. They B3. That's what like the same thing you said. Like they just be saying stuff for the fans. Like man, Shakur just saying that for the fans, man. Like fighting them at 144, like just to
nah,
get people talking about him, man.
exactly. If the fight's happening and it's happening on Zupa, I promise you it's gonna happen on Zupa. It'll be 147. I
Wow.
promise you
Yeah,
that.
that make more sense.
I promise you, bro. And I put that on my two kids.
Mm.
Oh
That
no,
now I
you
put
don't
that.
have to do all that.
Now because it's boxing. You know, Ja. You know, you and me both know. Boxing's work like boxing is corrupt, bro. Before anything, boxing is corrupt. You and me both know that. We know that
I
for
could
sure.
see Devin sitting back like, what? They talking about fighting at 144. They bluffing. All right, you know what? Come on, let's do it. Let's fight at 144. Like whole time, like they just talking, man.
But
They
see,
ain't
Devin,
saying.
Devin doing the right thing, and then he in the gym and keeping his weight down. So
Yeah.
he's ready right now. He's ready. He probably about 20 pounds overweight.
Shakur a
So
gym
he
rat
putting
too.
himself right. He putting himself right in position. Shakur is but that's what I'm saying. You already said it. Shakur don't have to cut as much weight as Devin. So
Which you oh
you
yeah,
see what I'm
oh
saying?
you
Just from a
saying
weight
Devin could
perspective.
make weight like yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like he'll really do it, but I don't think Shakur will do it. And then
Yeah, I don't know, G.
they could fight at Shakur could have fought. He got a lot of fights at 140, man.
There is a lot of fights at 140 where you can
And
get
he
smoked.
immediately started talking about going down to 135. Like he's bluffing.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then they
He
bro.
didn't
doing
make the
that
Raymond fight. Yeah.
because he got a real risk of losing the fight.
hmm
If he fights somebody bigger, he more at risk of losing.
That's a fact. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a Shakur fan. I'm telling you, he's saying the truth. I ain't lying, G.
Wow.
It ain't no like
Yeah,
it ain't about the money and all that. It's about he might lose. Shakur
he
hate
really,
losing
he
more than
very,
anything.
yeah, that's a fact. He ain't lying.
He ain't fighting no Devin at 144 because he would have fought Devin at 135. Devin was weight drained as hell at
Hmm
135. He passed up on undisputed because
Nah,
Devin,
I think that was money things, bro. I think that was a whole bunch of money things, bro. To tell you the truth, like
he was
that's
bluffing.
nah, that was a bunch of money.
25%.
That's money things. That's what it was. It was a money
That's
thing. Like,
scared. He don't know nothing about making money. Then he just got money, like, cause that's scared money right there. You could beat Devin, and you had all the advantage, cause he weight drained,
yeah, but you
and
gotta,
you beat him, and then there go the money reel, and you get bigger paydays at the, and you got
yeah, but
undisputed.
you gotta remember, you gotta
That's
remember, Job.
scared money.
Yeah, you gotta remember that these guys don't think like that. You gotta remember, these guys think they money made with it
I
without
bet
putting
you
that
Jay
pretty boy
Prince
work.
think like that though.
He
I
does still
bet you
think that.
he do.
He does.
Man,
You know what?
Jay Prince told Shakur 50-50 or nothing.
Yeah, Jay Prince. Well, Jay Prince will throw you. No, Jay Prince will throw you in there if you believe he can believe you can fight. Like he'll throw you in there because you look at the dudes he's had in his past life. Floyd, Andre, he threw them dudes in there with dogs, bro.
But they not setting no precedent of taking no short end of the stick in that regard.
But at this, at
They
yeah,
not
they were, bro.
Shakur though. Shakur not built like them.
Yeah, that's what. But this is what I'm saying to you guys. These guys. This is what I'm saying. That's why I say today's fighters ain't these back. This is what you guys. I feel
Shakur,
like every.
Shakur, like they talk about my bad. I just
God,
wanted to
this.
say, like Shakur, he come off a certain way cause how he carry himself, and like, and I ain't even trying to shade Joe, like, but he don't seem like not even, but he just don't seem that educated to me. Like
That's what I
he kind of seemed like a dodo brain, like, and Jay Prince could
mean.
probably easily take advantage of him, like the same way they say like Floyd can't read and stuff like that. Like
See, but the
Shakur
thing with
kind of
Floyd
come
though.
off like that to me too, like
But
one
the
of
thing,
them type.
but the thing with Floyd was Floyd's smart. Like people, like yeah,
Yeah, I
I
feel like
understand.
Floyd is smarter than Shakur.
Floyd's
Like
smart though. Floyd, because you think about it, right? So in '07 when he fought who was it? I think it was DeMarcus Corley. He wanted to take the fight with Ricky Hatton because Ricky Hatton at the time I think was the best 140 in the division. He just had beat Costa. He wanted to fight him for I think it was like 7 million, something like that. Nothing crazy, but it was 7 million. It could have happened. You know, Bob could have put up the money. He didn't want to put up the money. So now at that point, they wanted to go ahead and have let's have the money of the fight and have this fight make this fight happen. But they don't want to make this fight happen because they don't want to put up the money. So what he did was buy himself out of the top rank and put all the money on himself. And that's the
And let
thing.
me say this. Let me jump in one.
Go
Cause
ahead.
I'm gonna say this. I disagree with Ja, and I'm gonna say it from this. I'm gonna say it
what
from this
about
perspective.
Shakur being a dodo brain?
Yeah, and let me jump in because for one, like everybody is still we still have developing minds, developing brains,
Yeah,
and a lot of and Shakur. What we gonna learn? We gonna learn from other people's experience, who's sown into us, and learn behavior in life. With Shakur, Wally Moses, his granddaddy, is an astute boxing mind, amateur boxing coach, Olympic team coach. He's coached multiple people in his own family to be boxing champions. So on the amateur level now, Shakur at the pro level. He also is getting sewn into by two of the greatest boxers, three of the greatest boxers of all time, in Floyd Mayweather, Terrence Crawford, and Andre Ward. So, and then on a testament to that, he has the most brilliant manager.
that's what
Hold
make
on, let
it
me just say
worse
this.
though.
Let me just say this. So he's not Shakur. So what Shakur is putting on display for you and for the public is somebody that does not know what's going on. He's being a troll in a lot of sense because he understands that he has to have a role, the bad guy role. He's not a bad guy. He's actually a good guy. But his role, his persona in the media is going to be what you said, somebody that is an antagonist. So he's going to antagonize the public in his way so he can build up his marketability. Without being an antagonist, he doesn't have a big profile. So he's actually smart in the sense he's allowing Jay Prince, Terrence, Floyd, Andre Ward, his grandfather Wally Moses, he's allowing all these guys to influence him and he's developing in the right way Now, when he gets to a certain point, when he gets to 40, 41, 42, when he's on his own, he'll have already matured. He'll have all the knowledge that they put in him, and he'll have his own life experiences on display. But right now, shout out to Miss Joette. Appreciate you pulling up, Miss Joette. Right now, he's just a pretty much a testament to what Jay Prince has learned, what Floyd has learned, what Terrence has learned, what Andre Ward has learned. So we ain't gonna do that, Ja.
Can I
Knock it off,
respond to
Ja.
what you said though?
Go ahead,
Go
Joe.
ahead,
Do you
Joe.
think?
So look, so basically what
Nah,
you just
producer.
said was everybody around him is smart. Like and that I'm not hoping that he like a dodo bird. I'm calling it like I see it, man. Like I'm not about he privileged. He got a good team. He got a lot of good people in his corner. But like it don't make sense for him to try to be no villain. He be trying to be the good guy too. Like, oh, that's my brother. I'm trying to do the right thing. He be trying to play both sides. Like,
But
so
he
like
stole his two of his brother
I ain't
fights.
trying to hear all of that. He just pampered. He pampered differently than any other fighter. Like, and that's how it always been for him. But like when I really look at him, I don't put his high IQ that high. Like he say a lot of low IQ stuff, like get out my, you know, not gonna say that like he say stuff like that is his reaction. That's his
But
natural reaction. Like he in his late 20s, man. And we
I think.
treating him like hold on, yo.
Go
He
ahead,
in
G.
his late 20s and we treating him like he's 16. Like get out of here. Like he a dodo brain. Look at all these geniuses that and living legends when it come to certain stuff that he got in his corner. And look at him. Like he in his late 20s, he should be way further along mentally by now. He ain't
See, but
playing, he ain't
ja,
trolling
ja,
like
ja,
in no
ja,
way.
but you, ja,
He
but
not hold on, yo. Hold
go ahead,
on.
G. Go ahead, G.
He not trolling in no way. Like he just like I hope he do develop his brain though. He just not developed. He not there. I'm not about to
All
You
right then.
broke up, Ja.
Okay, so my thing is this: if you look at the fighters in today's age, right? Like bunch of these fighters in today's age, these guys are all kind of immature. Devin's probably one of the ones that you would say he's a little bit more mature, a little bit more on the he's getting to become his own man. Again, that's father figures. But these guys grew up. A lot of these guys didn't grow up with fathers. So you gotta remember these guys. They're growing up. Without fathers, and they seeing things, and they seeing their boys do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand these guys are not gonna
Juan, you
make the
know
right
what it
decision.
is. You've been
Yeah,
around. You know that these guys, some of these guys is
they're not gonna.
goofballs. They cornballs.
They're not
And
gonna.
it's
They're gonna make.
okay. Like everybody doesn't have to be cool and all and OD smart. Some of these guys just a little
Yeah,
corny. You know what I'm
you can be
saying?
really good
They
at
really,
fighting.
yeah, they just they got craft, God gifted. They got God gifted ability. And look, and the people sold into them the right things. Look, to have Wally Moses as your granddad, that's a blessing from God. To have a father like Bill Haney who put you in position to put you with Floyd Mayweather Sr. and around Floyd Mayweather, that's a gift from God. Everybody's not gonna have that. So some of these guys, you have people that you see are God given talents, like a Tank Davis, and then you have other people, that are blessed to be in a position that they are. Now, do they have they developed into phenomenal athletes, phenomenal fighters? Yeah, some of them are God gifted talented as well, but more so is that the right people are putting them in position. The right people are sewing into them. It's just that simple. If you doing something since you was 5 years old, once you 30, yeah, you should be a master in it. Absolutely, you should be a master. You've been doing it since you was 5 years old, 6 years old. Of course, we expect you to be a master, and we're gonna treat you as such. You're gonna be viewed as such. Somebody that should have perfected your craft at this point and stage in your life. With Shakur though, Shakur is I think Shakur is trolling a lot. I know he is. It's no way that Shakur has moved around the world multiple times. He's with the right promotional company. He's been with the right management team. He's put himself with to be a little brother to Floyd and Terrence Crawford and Andre Ward. He's been able to build relationships with the right people. There's no way that Shakur is not a thinker. You can see in the way in the style that he fights, he's a thinker. You can see how he cultivates relationships. He's a thinker.
And I get it, and I get what everybody's saying, but everybody's got to understand these guys are kids, man. These are some kids. Like they're watching them grow up. Basically,
Yeah.
that's what we do. We're watching them grow up. So it's like these kids, yeah, they grew up around the same environment we have, but these guys had no privilege. Like I'm saying, they have no privilege. Like they grew up the same way that we all grew up. So you got to understand these kids are gonna be bad. He says it's gonna be saying wild shit, well, saying wild things on the internet and saying things that they don't need to be saying. That's what they do.
Everybody, one, anybody and everybody's gonna get emotional in different situations and say things that they shouldn't say. We can't. We gonna hold. It's nasty that people gonna hold you to your worst moment. They're gonna hold you to the negative thought before they ever bring up something positive that you did. That's just what people gonna do. So these brothers, like Shakur and a Devin, these brothers are smart in their own way. Everybody, maybe they didn't get a lot of schooling, so their verbiage and their speech is not to a point where you say, okay, this is an intelligent person. No, they didn't have like a tank. They didn't go through that much school to speak and communicate how you would want them. So astute. Everybody's not gonna be astute, but look at where they put themselves in life. Look at how they built the right relationships. Look at Tank and how how his loyalty and his sense of understanding of money and how to move in a room full of vultures. Tank is
hmm
very astute. He's very smart. He's
hmm
calculated.
Like
You see what I'm
people,
saying?
people like I know dudes that are not book smart, but they're street savvy, and they're better than the people that are book smart. Because you got to
Bentley, what's
understand
up, Bentley? Salute.
these guys are some of these guys are they've been through stuff. So that's why like when I'm on the internet and these guys be all talking, I don't be caring because I can tell that like I could tell like I can just tell that you've never been around anything. Like BVO said, you've never
Yeah,
traveled, you've never done anything with your life. I could see
right.
that, and I could see what he was. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always traveled. I go to places myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I get it. Like this is me prior to boxing and stuff like that. Like I went to places and stuff like that with family and friends, and this is different. And you get like a lot of people don't get that privilege, and I understand
Yeah,
why certain people act a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I come from that essence. I will never say I'm a street dude, but I come from that essence, and I will do something to you if I have to. But it's not me looking for something. Like most of these kids, they're looking for stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're looking for to have that energy like that involvement in certain things. These guys are just I don't know. If you watching them grow up, literally. That's why I say like when I say like today's day and age of mothers, it's not the same when we were growing up. Like they weren't fully, they ain't this, they ain't the sugar rays. They didn't have to develop. They were already developed. They had the wherewithal to be smart with the investments. Like we're watching Shakur grow up. Like a couple years ago, we were just talking about Tank doing the nonsense he was doing outside there. God gave his role, you know what I'm saying? And now he's moving the right way. So you gotta like kind of pick and choose how you fight these battles.
1000%. 1000%. Life experience is so important. You don't have to learn everything through life experience. You should learn certain things from other people so you know what to do and what not to do. But it's so important to get your own life experiences, move around a little bit,
That's
travel
why. That's why.
yourself.
That's why.
It's so
Even
important.
that's why. Even when you like when I'm out of character or anything, I talk like me and John had that conversation after the whole thing with me and him, and I sat there and talked to him. I'm like, yo, listen, bro, this is internet. Like, if you want to do it, we can definitely do it. I can set that up. That ain't nothing. But if we, you know what I'm saying, me and him cool. But it's just you got to understand how to move in certain situations. Certain dudes, I can tell by the way you writing type stuff on or even saying stuff on the internet. Like you're
Yep.
just not moving in a certain way, bro. Because if that
No
was in front of
question.
your face, you wouldn't say that to
Because their life could be on the line.
me. Yeah,
So they don't people don't realize because you could say the wrong thing to somebody and you could literally get strangled and you would lose your cool one and end up unaliving the dude.
that's a fact.
But see people don't realize that, so that's why they talk crazy on the internet. My bad, Bentley. I should have put a comma, but I didn't put a comma. But yeah, Keyshawn Davis, the fans is pissed off that Devin accepted the 144 catch weight. So the fact that a lot of people was mad at Devin, Bentley, and Keyshawn was mad. He had a rant, a video rant, because Devin is gonna move down to 144 instead of fighting Keyshawn at 147.
But I'm gonna get off of this one because my phone died.
Do your thing, Juan. Appreciate you. So so that's what it is. Appreciate you, pugilism. So this is interesting, y'all. This is interesting. We're gonna see if James Prince and Shakur Stevenson are gonna make the fight happen. Yes, Devin Haney agreed to 144 pounds, Billy. Yes, yes. He let everybody know he's that dog. Devin let everybody know he don't care. They put listen, hey, what they say? I know money on the wood make the game go good. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Devin said, I don't care. I don't want to hear it's too much talking going on. It's too much talk. Devin said it's too much talking, not enough walking. Man, listen. Devin get up in there and he fighting. If he lose the fight, people gonna be able to say what they want to say. They're gonna say, you shouldn't have cut the weight, whatever. If he get in there and win the fight, everybody that was hating on Devin in the past, they're gonna congratulate him. They're gonna say, you know what? You that dude. You that dude. Beat him on an even playing field, you that dude. Yeah, so Shakur, when Devin said that, Bentley, Shakur said yes. Devin said, if I make 144, we gonna fight? Shakur said yes. So now it's no excuses. It's no excuses. They're gonna fight at 144. It's not gonna be a rehydration clause or anything like that. They're gonna run it. They're gonna run it. If it comes back out that Shakur and James Prince requested a rehydration clause on Devin, then they don't want to fight. It's just that simple. If they request a rehydration clause, that means they don't want to fight. And everybody and it's plain as day. So we in a great position in the sport of boxing. Keyshawn Davis is they're thinking about and talking about Keyshawn versus Brian Norman Jr. Bentley. Those are the discussions right now. Keyshawn versus Brian Norman Jr. We got action. We got action. Put them both on the same card. Devin versus Shakur, Keyshawn versus the Storm, Brian Norman Jr. Those are the two fights I want to see. Line that up. Turkey, Ring, Netflix, Paramount, Zufa, whoever going to do it, line that up. If they got to bring in Floyd, if they got to bring in Oscar, if they got to bring in Bob Arum, whoever you got to bring in, if you got to bring in Al Heyman, whoever, make it happen. Devin versus Shakur, a great fight for the sport of boxing. I'm going to be honest with you, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Is that not the biggest fight to close out the end of the year? What fight is going to be bigger than that to close out the end of the year? We got Canelo and Billy. We got Ryan versus Conor Ben. Some would say maybe the AJ Joshua. Now the AJ versus Fury fight, Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, that's going to be huge. I just got to keep it 1,000. That will be huge. Heavyweights, I mean, they older. This will be a prime for prime. A 4-division champion in Shakur Stevenson versus a 3-division champion in Devin Haney fighting at a catchweight or 144. I do believe that would be the biggest fight. Rival by AJ versus Fury. AJ Fury is huge. We just got to keep it 1,000. And we don't even know who's going to do that yet. If that's going to be a DAZN pay-per-view or a Netflix fight. So listen, y'all, if y'all in here, hit the follow button. Make sure y'all hit the like. We got 11 people in here. We should have 11 likes. I appreciate everybody that blessed the panel that showed up today. It was a phenomenal show. We blessed. And that's a fact. Everything we lost, we going to get it right back. Man, I'm thankful for all the love and support on the platform. We're going to keep growing. If you can join the membership, help the platform grow. If you can put some color in the chat, whatever you can do, it helps. It supports. I do this full time between YouTube and TikTok. We building on both platforms. We on the road to 1,000 on YouTube, y'all. So we need to get to 1,000 followers on YouTube so we can start getting ad revenue for our videos and our live streams. And then us, because we need that coin coming in. We need that coin coming in. And then on TikTok, we on the road to 10,000, y'all. So we building. We building. I'm thankful for y'all. We blessed, not stressed. Let me say this: a couple of things, a couple of notes, news and notes. Watch this. Appreciate my brother TD. A couple of news and notes, right? Uh, always checking on your people, your loved ones, people that support you, whatever the case may be, your friends. If they come into your mind, check on them. A lot of people are hiding behind smiles. They have other things going on behind the scenes, sad situations going on, people that's losing their lives, people that's sick in their family, jobs that's people mistreating them on the job, whatever the case may be. Check on your people. Always check on your people. Be genuine. Check on your people, right? It's always somebody going through something. Check on your people. Always keep that in mind. And listen, one other thing. Monitor what you consume, what you let go into your eye gate, into your ear gate. A lot of people are speaking a lot of negativity. They got a lot of hatred, jealousy, and envy in them. Watch what you allow to go into your mind, into your spirit, because that stuff will come out of you, and that ain't even your character. Don't ever don't ever make that a mistake. Hold on, let me get you up out of here. Don't ever get that mistaken, y'all. Do not, everybody should not have your ear. Everybody should not be able to speak to you. Everybody should not be able to talk to you. A lot of people, you a blessing to even be around. Remember that. You a blessing to even be around. Somebody to be in your friend group, somebody even to have be able to have a conversation with you. That's a blessing into their life. You sowing into their life by even being in your presence. Don't ever let them forget that. Hold yourself in high esteem and high regard. Don't let these other people put a value on you. They're going to devalue you. You put a value on yourself. You love yourself. Love yourself first. Respect yourself first. Put a value system and set boundaries around yourself first, and other people will have to address you accordingly. Always keep that in mind. You important. You blessed. You loved. Don't ever let these people tell you different. I appreciate all the love and support. Appreciate you, Pugilism, TD, everybody in here. I ain't see my brother AC today. Shout out to AC. Maybe he was in the bushes today. AC, come out the bushes. AC was in the bushes today. Man, I love y'all. I'm thankful for everybody that supports the platform. I got a lot of love for y'all. Everybody that watches through viewership, I got a love for y'all. We blessed, not stressed. Y'all, we getting Devin versus Shakur. We getting Devin versus Shakur. We litty. Peace.
I need money.